Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody. That's At the Drive-In and One-Armed Scissor. I stumbled upon that song when I was down in Austin, Texas, doing the Moon Tower Comedy Festival.
It was quite fun.
It was quite fun. The whole weekend was fun. That song was done at the Comedy Jam. That show that I think Comedy Central picked it up. What a great concept, man.
Yeah.
These guys come out. They're really good musicians. One of the guys is also a comic. So he fools around, gets some jokes in, plays some music, and then they have 3 or 4 comics on the show that come out and they do about 5 or 10 minutes of stand-up, and then they tell a story of why they want to, sing a particular song, and then the band plays the song and the comic sings.
Were there any comedians that couldn't sing?
Yeah. Janine Garofalo.
Oh, did she do it?
She did it, and then she basically, her song was a monkey song. And
that Mike Nesmith wrote.
Which one? I forget.
I'm forgetting.
Yeah, E-Rock was there. Paul was there. And the band had to sing the whole song. And she was sitting there all awkward like, I just can't sing. She kept saying it to the mic. I can't
During
sing.
the song?
Yes. Yes. She fell apart. I mean, her comedy was really funny. I haven't seen her in many years. But then when it was time to sing her song for the Comedy Jam, she did not complete the task.
You know, it's funny. That's one way to embarrass a comic. You ask us to sing or dance. Mm-hmm. It's really, like, there's a weird, comedians can embarrass themselves, but only when it's on our terms.
Yeah.
To say, guys, now sing, and to try not to, try to do it. Mm-hmm. Like, for real, it's humiliating.
Yeah.
And I admire people that can actually go through and plow through, because that's exactly what I would do.
Right.
Halfway through, I'd be like, look, I can't do it, I gotta stop.
Yeah. No.
How people do that and are comfortable not doing it well is amazing.
3 out of the 4 were very, very good at it. Joe DeRosa was the one who sang At the Drive-In.
Right.
One-Armed Scissor. He also did a Queen song. He did 2 songs, actually. Yeah. Joe DeRosa knows how to fucking sing.
Yeah, he has a decent voice, I'm sure.
And then Brad Williams came out and did Kid Rock, Ba With a Ba.
He closed the show, yeah.
Yeah, we got video of that. We threw that up on my YouTube channel.
Did they like him, the crowd?
Oh, my God. He traveled with a fur coat and a hat just so he could walk on stage like a badass rock star. And then they take this giant fur coat off him, and that was it. So he packed that in his luggage to show it on stage for maybe 10 seconds
Good
tops.
for Brad.
The other Queen song that Joe did was Don't Stop Me Now.
Yeah, Don't Stop Me Now. He did a great job with that. And then you had Janine Garofalo doing the Monkees, and then you had, help me out with this guy. Huh?
Mateo Lane.
Really, really
He did a
funny.
Whitney Houston montage.
Really funny gay comic. He pretty much says he's a gay comic, but he's hilarious.
Well, does he say that? I saw him in the airport. I don't really know him.
He was really, really funny, and then he did a Whitney Houston medley. But
And apparently Mariah Carey too. He mixed in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that was one of the highlights for me down in Austin was going to that Comedy Jam. That was really, really entertaining, and I think it's on Comedy Central or they're working on it or something like that. So
I heard about it. It was a show they did in L.A.
Yeah,
for a while. I'd heard Louis had done it and Burr has done it. And Kelsey told me a few more people who have gone on there.
You got to do it and do a little Ozzy.
No, it's just I'm like Janine. That frightens me too much. I can't do it.
They got the words though right there.
No, I could probably remember the words. I can't do that. I can't even do karaoke. Ironically,
yeah.
I can't even do it as a goof.
Yeah,
no. It's
that frightens you really because not much frightens you.
That terrifies me. It's like I remember one time on Tough Crowd we had to do something where we had to sing.
Yeah,
and it was like the 4 there would be the four panelists, and in our opening we had to sing something, and I kept kind of like backing off, and Colin got annoyed at me. He's like, I know you can't fucking sing, all right, we got it, comedians can't sing. But it was humiliating to try to sing.
We should all sing a song on this show.
It scares me.
I would be petrified, but now that I know you would be
terrified.
You would be terrified. I think I would do it then.
Dancing either, man, forget it. Not even as a goof.
What about if you go to a wedding? Can you fake it at a wedding?
No, I'll slow dance. I can slow dance. I hate a song that starts slow and you bring a girl out and it's all going nice. And all of a sudden it picks up and you're like, oh no, right. I'm already out here. I gotta just hold on to her and she's trying to break off and have fun and boogie and I'm just holding on.
for dear life.
Like a barnacle?
All of a sudden, the riff for Celebrate comes on or something like that. I usually start dancing and then I kind of like dance myself right the fuck off the dance floor. And I sit my ass down.
I did do it within the last year. I was out with a girl. We dated very briefly, but she got me to go to a club, and she was so free and not caring that I'm like, I have to do it.
Right.
And I never even slept with her. But, I put a lot of effort in and just got kisses. But it was fun. I was glad I did it.
Nothing wrong with some nice kisses.
Kisses are nice, but when it begins, and ends there, you're like, oh well.
That's where the romantic stuff is.
Well,
the romance is in the kisses.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I can find romance in other things too.
How?
Believe me, I've been walking out of the bathroom, both of us washing our faces off, laughing. I'm like, I love this person.
That's not romance. So that's certainly fun.
I danced for a while, and it was okay. It was just you always think, because I'm the dickhead that criticizes everybody dancing. I'm the dickhead going, ugh, look at him trying. Yeah. Fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So I assume everyone's doing that to me.
Right.
And they don't care.
Uh-huh.
It's my ego. I think everybody's looking at me. No one gives a shit.
And it doesn't matter if you're, let's say, in a club and no one knows you.
No.
It's more humiliating when you're at a wedding or something. Oh, fuck me.
I don't know
where everyone knows you.
But none of them can dance at a wedding.
No one can dance.
In a club, most of them can dance.
True.
In a club, they're all good looking, they can all dance, they're dressed well, that's their lives, that's their world.
Mm-hmm.
I told you when I was sober, I was with some friends and I was like 19 or maybe 21, and I was dancing, and I had this dance move I thought was really good.
Yeah.
And I saw people looking and smiling, and I looked back afterwards, they were laughing at you.
Can I see your dance move?
I can't do it now, I hurt my leg.
What do you mean you hurt your leg? You can still do it.
I was taking some karate and I hurt it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You were doing karate over the weekend?
Yeah. I was sparring.
You sure you can't do the dance move?
Yeah, maybe later I'll do it. It was really not good.
You got 3 cameras on you right now.
I showed my ex-girlfriend when we were together, and I showed her my dance move, and she was humiliated for me.
Come on, just a little bit.
I'll do it later.
We'll acknowledge that you did karate and you're not up to 100%.
I'll do it later with some music. I'm too tired. I have to have my coffee first.
Okay. Oh, wow, you are terrified of dancing and singing.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
It was such a bad dance move.
Get away. Anyway, it's good to be back. Good to be back in the studio. It's been I don't know how you guys do that every weekend.
Yeah.
I was thinking about all you guys yesterday. I'm like, this is their fucking lives. I like going out on the road from time to time, but I was in that airport with you and who else was there? Mark Norman and
Shay Okerson came at the very end, and Mateo. Okay, Mateo. What's his first name?
Mateo.
Where's that?
Mateo Lane.
Mateo Lane.
Mateo Lane.
Yeah.
He's more than a gay comic, I should say that, but I mean, he pretty much acknowledged his gayness in his act.
Well, how did he acknowledge it?
He was just talking about how he's got the gay voice.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to the gym, working out, to maybe get some more action, that type of stuff. But I don't like when you label a comic like, the gay comic, the midget comic, our pal, Brad Williams. Brad Williams is beyond hilarious.
Yeah.
And sometimes people just kind of corner him as like, I don't know, like a little person comic or something. He's way more than that.
I don't know.
So, I mean, if you're funny, you're funny. It doesn't matter if you're gay or half paralyzed or have cerebral palsy or whatever the hell. Right?
Right.
Anyway.
Half paralyzed people I don't go for.
No.
I don't know any, but I probably wouldn't be friends with them if I did.
And what's her name from SNL was on our plane too, Leslie.
I love Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones. But I was sitting there in the airport going, wow, you guys all look tired and just, you can't wait to get home. And I was thinking the same thing, but then I'm thinking, all right, I'll be home for a while. You guys will hit the road in a few days and do it all over again. Yeah,
lately this tour has been weird because that's been every day because we do a gig and then the next morning fly and then go to the next city and then fly the next day and then fly home.
It's got to be a grind.
It is, but it's almost easier than a club. It's less boring than a club. You're doing one show a night usually, Moon Towers too, and then I kind of like it, man. I like just getting out of the city. When I'm done, I'm fucking finished.
Right.
Go somewhere new.
Right.
It's like you're restarting. It feels fresh again.
Mm-hmm. All right. I did Doug Loves Movies last night, his wonderful podcast in front of his cult audience.
Yeah, he's a great crowd.
He's got an amazing crowd. They're really into him and his podcast.
Yeah, he sells out that Gramercy, man. He has a tremendously loyal following.
Yeah, I did it last night with Judy Gold, Mark Norman, Sherrod Small, and so I knew I was going to forget his name. His first name's Greg from
Hughes?
Not Greg Hughes, from Puck Daddy. Does a hockey blog.
Oh, I don't know.
And he was also a ringer. He knew everything about movies.
Oh.
He put everyone else to shame. You know, the rest of us were just getting a few laughs in. But it was a lot of fun, man. Really a good time.
It's a very clever, silly way just to talk about movies. Like, if you had to design a way, how do I get an audience into a room to watch me talk about movies with other comedians and be high while doing it? It's like a genius thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you look at it like, why the fuck didn't I think? Like, it's such a simple and really funny, and you could do that for years and not do the same thing twice.
Right. And we didn't know what the fuck was going on, because a bunch of us have never heard the podcast and never did his podcast. So you walk out there and the whole audience, they all hold up signs to be picked, because you play for them. Each person on stage, picks somebody, and they got movie posters, but they put their own spin on it and stuff.
Sure.
And then there's a whole thing with donuts I don't even understand, where halfway through the podcast you get to just throw donuts at the crowd.
Yeah, it was weird.
But you did it. Sorry.
I did, yeah.
And I don't know. And then Doug, he's no fucking joke with that marijuana. He does not fucking play. When I got to the Gramercy, they're like, "Oh, welcome, follow me." I started going down the stairs toward the green room. Probably shouldn't say this and blow up his spot, but I could smell the pot smoke. And
I could smell the fucking pot smoke from Lexington Avenue.
That's what I'm getting at.
The pot roast.
I understood.
I couldn't fix it in post. I just plow through.
Fix that. Say pot smoke.
Pot smoke.
All right, there you go. They'll edit that in for you. And then you get in there, and the smell of pot and the smoke. Is it possible to get a contact high?
I've heard that's true, and I've also heard it's rumor. I've heard it's bullshit myth. You can't get a contact high.
But I would know if I was high. So,
I think so, yeah.
So I'm thinking, am I just a little high from all this smoke? Because I didn't partake or anything like that. And he's smoking out of an apple, old school. He says he likes it that way.
Does he eat the apple after the people eat it, or is it disgusting? Travis, you're a junkie. What do you think?
You're a junkie. No.
I don't think they do. When I used to do that, like 20 years ago, I never ate the apple afterwards.
Okay. That was such a college thing, when you were smoking pot in college, and then you got a little bored. So you would come up with other ways to smoke the pot, and one of them was to make a little something out of the apple. Where are all these pictures coming from?
Probably
Just
fans.
Doug's fans taking photos of the stage.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I tweeted a few of these last night, but there are a lot more coming in. And he just keeps puffing and puffing and puffing. And then I'm like, is this guy even going to be able to host his own show?
Yeah.
And then he walks out there and he, just effortless and very, very funny.
Yeah, and it's a very fun vibe. I think I'm doing it again either next week or the week after, because I move next week.
Yeah.
So I want to see what time I'm done moving so I can run over and do his thing. It was really fun, man.
I think he's doing another show at the Gramercy tomorrow, and I believe he's going to be on the show tomorrow, our radio show. So, but I want to thank Doug Benson. That was really nice to ask me, and I definitely had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then his fans were just waiting outside the Gramercy. They all want to take pictures. They're all just very nice people.
Yeah, they're nice people.
I mean, our people are nice, but we also have some animals mixed among them.
Yeah, there's a mix.
There's a few animals,
yeah.
But Doug's crowd just very nice, very polite. And then I'm on the subway with a whole bunch of his fans as they're going back to Long Island. And I'm taking pictures on a crowded subway, and I'm just like, because now everyone's looking like, who's this idiot that they want pictures with? I'm like, come on, all right, let's take another picture. And then they're handing me edibles. Everyone has pot and edibles all over the fucking place.
The only time I like to get a picture like that, like I'll do it, but is if I'm talking to a girl. It's the best if you're talking to a girl and someone walks over and goes, "Can I have a picture with you?"
Yeah.
And then she's like, like, oh, okay. Like that's helped me a couple of times.
You're like, oh, now they're impressed.
They're like, he's still not attractive.
All right.
But I want to know why people are taking a picture with him.
Yeah. So, and then I guess that's it. I don't want to blow up his spot too much, but let's just put it this way: he's no joke when it comes to marijuana.
Yeah, I don't think he cares if people. You know, it's his whole thing is he's a fucking stoner, and he's made a tremendous career out of it. You know.
Yeah. David Gilmour, yes, I just got turned on to this right before the show. Last night at good old Albert Hall, Royal Albert Hall, I should say, he did a little tribute to Prince. During the second guitar solo, he broke into some Prince guitar, and all the lights went purple on stage. It was right before that. Go!
I would have demanded my money back. I didn't pay to see Prince. I paid to see Pink Floyd songs.
Go to 4 minutes. So you get a little bit of the setup. This went down a mere few hours ago. It's on YouTube now. We'll tweet out the whole video.
The difference. But oh yeah.
Hear it now?
Yeah.
It's a good look with the purple lights on stage.
I love David Gilmour. I got it.
And then it goes back into Comfortably Numb. Not bad, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that was Purple Rain, though.
Everyone's doing their tributes.
Yeah.
Last night, Bruce Springsteen did Purple Rain once again.
I was so annoyed Roland got to see it. But it's not like the first night, but I mean, at least he got to see it.
He got to see him do it the second night. Mark Norman, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, invited Mark in today to kind of do a little post-Austin Austin action.
Yeah, what a wild ride that was.
Before we put that to bed. And I was talking about Doug Loves Movies last night.
Oh, yeah.
And talking about how Doug Benson's no joke when it comes to that marijuana.
No. He's an animal.
I've heard the stories over the years, but to actually really see it. I mean, I've seen him high like anyone else a million times, but to actually see how much fucking pot he could smoke, it's.
Well, he's really built a great little empire. You know, he's like, I love movies. We'll do Doug Loves Movies. I love weed. I'll do Getting Doug with High, and I'm done.
Yeah.
He's rich.
Yeah.
And then we're like,
a cottage industry.
There you go.
And then we were trying to talk to him after the show going, this is a perfect TV show. Why, visually it's a great TV show. It's unique and clever. And the throwing of the donuts and the posters and everything else he does. And he's like, I'm good how it is.
Yeah, that's more work.
He was like, no, man, I sell out wherever I go. I do 2 or 3 of these a week.
Mm-hmm. I don't pay the comedians. But yeah. Yeah. No, sold out. But I mean,
I got paid when I did it. I've done it once.
Ah, fuck. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Did you really get paid?
Yeah. I assumed everyone got paid.
Oh, man. Maybe I left too early.
Well, I got edibles from one of his fans on the subway on the way home.
Oh,
so I guess I got paid.
That's nice and awkward.
Yeah, I got some gummy bears.
Were you high on stage?
No.
Oh, you looked a little frazzled up there.
I was a little nervous. I'm out of my element in those situations, but I'm trying to push through it and do some different things finally.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when I hold a girl's hand and say loving things. It just feels disgusting and wrong to make my myself.
Yeah.
I was definitely a little bit nervous. I haven't been nervous in a while, but I definitely was a little nervous last night. And I was telling Jimmy, I'm like, I don't know if I got a contact high, because I got there about 40 minutes before the show, and the smoke in that green room. But I don't know. You think you could get a contact high?
I think you could. I don't think I did, but you were in there way longer than me.
But I mean, if I did, it would be very, very subtle, because you would know if you were actually, high.
It's funny because you were on one end and you were kind of quiet, reserved, and then on the other end was Judy Gold,
right,
who was way too on.
Way over the top.
Jesus. She walked out with a lamp. She said Schindler's List like 18 times.
Yeah.
She was in my ear the whole time. I couldn't hear the game.
Right.
It was like a mother on heroin, or on meth, a Jewish mother on meth. Crazy. I asked to change seats, but then she got all sad. So it was tough.
You were great last night. You played off her perfectly.
You asked to change seats so you wouldn't be bothered anymore.
Yeah. I couldn't hear the game. She'd be like, "What did he say? What movie is this? Where are we? Who are you?"
Yeah, he said it as a joke, but it got a huge laugh. But I knew there was some seriousness into it too, because he won. Mark won one of the rounds of the the podcast, and then he goes, "Do I get to
as a prize?"
Yeah, as a prize. Sorry, as a prize. Do I get to change my seat?
Yeah. Oh man, that game. If you win all the way, there's like 6 games. If you win 5 of them and lose the last one, you lose. It's like 9-ball.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I want to win. I want to.
I didn't win either.
Who'd you do it with?
Ron Bennington, Esther Koo, and Doug, myself, and fucking, oh my God, who else? I don't remember.
Yeah.
My memory's going, man.
It's a good lineup.
Yeah, but I can't, I'm annoyed that I can't remember the last,
Gramercy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sells out every time.
It was fun though.
Yeah.
Good
times.
Good times. And what was I going to say? There was something in there. It doesn't matter, I guess.
The Gramercy Theater, they bug me every time. I'd love to work there one day. But every time I walk in, they go, "You need anything? You want food, drink?" And I always go, "I'll take anything. Any food, drink you'll give me." And then they never come back.
You should probably order something specific. 'Cause they don't want to be up there making that decision for you.
Ah, you're right.
What do you think he wants? I don't know. Chicken fingers?
So I just say, like, piece of pizza.
Yeah, well, say, look, I'd like this.
Right.
I'd like some grilled chicken, please, and a little broccoli.
You did it with Sam as well.
Oh, big.
According to
Sam Roberts,
the
okay.
picture they just popped up on the old screen.
Oh, there you go.
And we did it with the guy from Puck Daddy. He was a ringer.
Man,
He
that
was a
nerd.
fucking ringer.
He was a plant. He felt like he knew everything.
Yeah, and then he starts showing off.
Yeah. Judy wanted to kill him.
Really?
Yeah, well, I told her he was an anti-Semite. But she was pissed. She hated him. She thought he was like what do you call it? A kiss ass and a teacher's pet.
A little, like I said, a bit of a show off. And then he's offering all sorts of deep movie knowledge that Doug or anyone else no one's asking him for. He's just showing how good he's at movie trivia, I guess.
Ooh.
It's funny, when I got home, I thought of like 4 more Michael Caine movies. Michael
ya?
Caine.
Did you name Victor Victoria?
No.
How about Dressed to Kill?
No.
How about Batman?
Yeah, those got...
The Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah, those got mentioned.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
The Italian Job.
Yeah, Alfie.
Wait, there's another one, too.
Youth.
Yeah, you came out of nowhere with Youth.
Oh, I cheated.
Phone.
I like that one.
Yeah, but he was so high.
Yeah.
Then I started sneaking a little peek at my phone, and the audience was trying to rat me out, but Doug didn't pick up on it.
Oh, that only.
So then we had an inside thing going, me and the audience, because Doug didn't pick up on it.
I was wondering how you pulled it, because you were sitting there like Rain Man for the first hour, and then you pulled out Youth, which I've never even heard of. I knew something was fishy.
Who was the?
I decided to go with the obscure one.
Mm-hmm. What was the movie he did? There's a girl named Rio.
Blame It on Rio.
Blame It on Rio.
Wow.
He was in Blame It on Rio. I was trying to remember the name of that stupid movie.
Yeah. Her name is Rio,
Demi
and
Moore's
she
in it, too.
dances in
Is she?
Yes, she is.
She's one of the naked girls.
Was she really famous then or no?
No.
This was one of her first things.
This was, exactly, the start of her career. If you want to see her naked, though.
I'll get it.
Yeah, we'll get
Please.
it.
Dressed to Kill is my favorite Michael Caine movie.
Dressed to Kill?
With Angie Dickinson, and Nancy Allen was in that, too. I jerked off to that movie probably 600 times.
Really?
600.
Yeah. And I said the language is a little different. Like this, you know the thing in the movie. It's weird, but there's one. He's a therapist, and Nancy Allen plays a hooker, and she's trying to seduce him because she wants to get to his records, and she's there in thigh highs, and she talks about the bulge in his pants, and she's just being a dirty cock tease. Mm-hmm. But in the unedited version, she says cock, but she doesn't say that in the rated R version.
Wow.
I wish I would have seen the unedited version growing up. I would have been out of my mind.
We actually played that scene on the show.
Did we?
Yeah, we worked through that one day, and I completely understood why it turned you on. It was a very erotic scene.
People probably think it's the cross-dresser Bobby that got me, but it really isn't.
No, but there's Demi Moore's...
There was a cross-dresser in that.
Okay.
There's Demi Moore's titties.
Oh, my God. How is this not common knowledge? This should be everywhere. Look at that.
She looks good. Nice rack. Nice thighs.
Yeah, she's thick.
What nationality? She's Greek.
She's thicker than I thought she would be, right?
Good
Especially in the 80s.
thighs.
That's 80s. Thick for the 80s. Look at that caboose.
Nice rump.
It was before the women started going to the gym. So they had no way of really getting in shape.
Wow.
You weren't supposed to go to the gym if you were a lady back then.
So what'd you do? Jog?
They didn't even really jog because they didn't have sports bras yet.
Jeez, look at Red. She's got some real cans.
Yeah, this was Blame It on Rio. We're on Mr. Skin right now. Wow.
Holy Moses.
Who's the one on the left again? What's her name?
Michelle Johnson.
She didn't really do much after this, huh?
Nope, this was it.
With those knockers, I'm surprised.
I know. You would think they would put those knockers in some other films,
Wow, what
right?
heavy, nice tits. She probably got knocked up. She probably met some guy who told her he was a producer.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I've never heard of her.
Look her up to see whatever happened to her because they should at least put her knockers in movies.
Michelle Johnson's a hard one to look up. That's a very common name.
Yes, true.
Demi Moore, there's one of. You could look her up forever, but Michelle Johnson is a really rough one.
They're splashing around the water, and they basically told Michelle Johnson, "You make sure you jump up and down a lot."
Look at that.
Oh my God,
She looks
what's
like
that
Melanie
from?
Griffith.
Yeah. Well, Demi Moore had some huge...
If you say her name properly again, I'll fucking break your microphone in half.
What was it?
Demi. You said Demi.
Oh, is
like
it Demi?
Yes, probably is.
Okay.
I hated it.
I say Demi.
Yeah, everyone says Demi. I don't like that he said it properly.
I think he might be right.
He
though.
probably is, and that annoyed me.
Well, Miss Kutcher has huge jugs in GI Jane, so
Yep.
she must have gotten implants.
Right.
Probably did.
I didn't know
Well,
about.
go back one. Go back.
Oh,
go
that's
back
hot.
for a second to the other page. It lists all her. Look at she was
Jennifer Lyons back then.
She was.
I think.
This is just for this movie.
Oh, just for this movie. Never
I
mind.
haven't gone to
Okay.
her yet because there's too much to go through.
All right. But yeah, she was new to in a lot of scenes in Blame It on Rio.
What else she was in?
Yeah.
She was in Tales from the Crypt,
Ah,
and then a movie.
body
Oh,
shot.
she's been around a lot.
Body
Okay.
shot.
Movies nobody
Guys.
heard of.
That
Body
becomes
shot.
her.
When the bullet hits the bone. 1995. Death Becomes Her. Blood Ties.
And then blame it on Rio. I'm always amazed when you just what's her newest movie? I'm always amazed when they just kind of drop out when
Well-
someone like has a great career until 1993 and then nothing.
No,
You're right.
her dropout is in the early to mid 90s. That was it for her.
Oh, she's
She
hot.
probably continued working. Oh, there no,
Up
she's
till 2004.
up to 2004. She was doing stuff.
That's a
a
while
little
ago.
bit. Oh, she was Dallas, War of the Ewings. She played Jennifer Jensen or Jetson.
None of these credits are
All right, fine.
anything. Yeah, we can move on. I mean, she just had a nice set.
She got a free plug here.
But she worked. At least she worked. She has a career.
She had a nice little set that she would show.
A lot of stuff in the early mid 90s, and then maybe she had a family. Sometimes these women they have a family and they start to do that, and it's a whole thing.
Or maybe she decided, I don't want my tits in movies anymore. And they were like, all right, then we'll see you later.
Yeah, well, they do have
Right?
an expiration date. those
Yeah, they
tits.
do.
You know.
Let's say hi to Johnny in San Antonio. Johnny,
Hey, what's up, guys?
what's up?
Wondering if you could talk about what type of food did y'all eat? Because I know they have good food both in San Antonio and in Austin.
Well, we got to get Roland and E-Rock in here because they're the
yeah.
foodies.
Yes.
They have apps and all sorts of shit.
I ate Mexican in San Antonio. It was a delightful
What kind of Mexican, though? Just tacos?
chicken. No, I ate some tortilla chips or whatever, but then mostly just chicken and vegetables. I was boring.
But you take all the fun out of it. You can't eat.
Yeah, no,
anything,
I don't eat anything crappy.
If
Really.
you're going to eat, you got to just do it, I guess.
especially
That Russell
Mexican.
Simmons pretty fucked you up, huh?
Me?
Yeah.
I've been kind of down this road for a while, but Russell Simmons definitely gave me a kick in the ass to really wake up.
What?
I don't eat dairy anymore. Very low sugar. I've only had like one piece of beef in the last 4 months.
Wow.
Some great barbecue in Austin, buddy.
I guess.
I did it up. I went to Cooper's, which people recommended, and it was pretty damn good.
Yep.
It's great. Just walk down a line. You go, I don't know what that meat is, but I'll take it. I'll take that meat. I'll take that meat.
It's like a brothel.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
One of each, please.
Right. Give me the fat pig and the
And the lean one.
the beef thigh.
Rump roast and what the hell? Throw a sausage in.
Yeah,
Wow, really?
yeah, and that was great.
I gotta wake up my daughter for school, so I'll let you guys go.
All right, man.
Love you guys.
All right. Thank you,
Of
Johnny.
course you do.
And then there was a really good juice store there. Did you go to Juice Land?
No, I walked right by it and laughed at it. Mark, Juice Land. What am I? Come on.
I went in because I misread the name. So I want to meet a few.
I went in there with Dan Soder to help him out because he was losing his voice.
Oh, that's
so we
right.
went there and he got some kind of cocktail to hopefully soothe the voice so he could get through some shows.
That cayenne.
Yeah, a little cayenne action, some honey. I don't know, but
Yeah.
but E-Rock and Roland, they were all about it.
Yeah.
At Jimmy's show, they were just looking up tacos, the best tacos in Austin, and how to get there.
Oh,
And
geez.
Roland's like, it's only a 10-minute cab ride. I'm like, it's
I don't want to go out of town.
no. I mean, if there was something close, I probably would have walked with those guys and checked out more tacos. Did
Yeah.
you guys ever go?
No,
No.
because we waited for Jimmy to finish his second show, and then when we were asking some people, they said, "No, it's not really in a good part of town. Like, don't go alone. Go with multiple people, and even if you do that, keep an eye out."
That's the best barbecue, though, when it's,
Yeah, those food trucks.
You want it to be right next door to a check cashing place. That's
Yeah.
how you're getting good barbecue.
Right, exactly. So you got to go out of town. You got to go for those seedy areas.
That's where they know how to cook it up well, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't know. Well, that foodie stuff isn't my thing.
It's
It
exhausting.
never really was my thing.
I'll have some barbecue, please. It was probably just as good at Cooper's as it was anywhere else. But a delightful fucking lunch.
Yeah, it's so true. But you just
Paul.
want that. You want that authentic black guy named, Bumblebee Reggie or something, and he's whipping something up, and he's got like one eye.
Yeah.
That's all it's about.
Well, we
Thanks.
got burgers and chicken sandwiches at the one joint where
That was pretty good.
that was like some Sons of Anarchy crap going on in that
Yeah.
place, right?
Yeah, there's a couple fugitives in there.
Oh my God!
A few vigilantes.
It was kind of scary. You felt like at any moment, if you just looked at a person the wrong way, there could be real issues.
You know what? It was
real
like
problems.
the cantina in Star Wars.
Right.
There's a couple bounty hunters and whatnots in there.
That was a cool scene in Star Wars. The music. Ugh.
But they weren't playing in there, man.
No. And
The women were just fully tattooed.
fully tapped in. They would just talk about anything, like, "Do you need
Right.
a tip?" She's like, "I need more than the tip." And you're like, "Oh, geez."
Right.
She's sitting on your lap and shit.
But it was just some.
What was that place called again?
I don't know.
Oh, it was a
what,
food place. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, El Camino.
El Camino, right.
But the food was great.
The food was excellent.
It's one of those giant burger joints.
And there was just graffiti and tattoos everywhere. Mm-hmm. Everywhere.
Yeah, Whitey still shines in Austin. I feel like you go other places and Whitey's a little nervous. But in Austin, they're like, yeah, we're going to be white all the way.
Yeah, it's pretty white. It's a pretty white city. All the homeless guys were white dudes.
Yeah.
A lot of homeless in Austin.
That's a sin.
I know. What happened?
But it's a big tourist thing. We were in the big tourist area, 6th Avenue and Congress and all that.
6th Street.
6th Street, sorry. And Congress, and you would think they would kind of, push them away. But I didn't see a cop the whole time I was there. Did you?
Not
Some
one
at
cop. I saw a couple cops on
They were
horses.
on horses, yeah.
And
Were
that's
they?
about it, yeah.
I didn't see one, man. But the homeless down there are very nice.
They're nice because they're just a little, disheveled. They're not like here. They got the fat ankles and they're missing 8 teeth and they got the weird feet, with the crust on them.
They kind of...
But they're like in an improv troupe,
Yeah, they looked healthy.
Yeah, it's
Didn't they
crazy.
sort of look healthy?
Yeah, they look healthy. They look like Green Day or something.
Right.
They look like someone dressed like a bum on Halloween.
Yes,
Yeah, yes.
exactly.
Yeah, just a little soot on their face,
Right.
But I don't know. They look pretty healthy, and then if you can wave them off very easily.
Yeah,
I had no problem with them.
No, they were nice.
They were very polite and nice.
We were talking about that with hobos because there was one like every block, and if you gave one hobo something, you see another one, you're like, well, talk to him. Like, we need some kind of receipt or something. Like, I gave.
I started by giving, and then it was too much.
Too much.
It was too much.
Although I was in Melbourne, I felt like a cool guy because after you get all this per diem, and I didn't spend all of it, so at the end I was just making it rain. Making it rain boxcar Billy, just giving everybody change, just trying to get rid of it. And in Melbourne, the coins are worth a lot. It's like a $5 coin, a $2 coin. So you can just throw those out.
Yeah.
And the hobos they're coming at me. It was great.
That's the worst when you go to another country and their money that it looks like, it's a quarter back in the States.
I know.
You're handing these out forgetting that they're
real.
They're $2, $5, whatever the fuck it is.
Weird it is handing a bunch of change to a whore. Take this and get out. She's got like bruises.
But what else about Austin? It was just a damn good trip.
Damn good time. Yeah. Hell of a fest. All the shows were packed out. It was just well run. I've done a million fests, and this was one of the best.
Yeah, it's great.
It was very nice. It was very manageable.
Yeah.
It didn't feel very manageable. It was, I don't know. It was good. I didn't do the bat thing.
I wish I had.
But the guys did the day before, and then I was going to do it, and they waved me off. They called an audible. They're like, you know what? It's not worth your time. And I'm like, thank you for that. Because it gets really crowded around the Congress Bridge.
Uh-huh.
And by the time they start flying, you can't really see it, right?
Yeah, you can't take it. Everyone was trying to take photos or video, but because of that twilight and the bats flying out, you can't get a good photo of it. You just have to watch it happen.
But is it cool to watch happen?
It is, because you don't hear them. You look straight down from the bridge, and you see them flying really fast right out from under you. Then they curve away, and then you look off into the distance. There's these big trees, and then they come right out of the trees over the city, like a huge swarm.
And what? They're just eating bugs?
No, they're just flying over the river.
No,
and
why
into the city.
do they leave their spot every night? I would assume to start eating.
Well, they're nocturnal, so as soon as the sun goes down,
yeah, but they also got to eat, no?
Hunt. Well, yeah, but they're not eating at this moment. They're just all flying out.
I think if they've been hanging and waiting for the sun to go down, they're ready to eat. I would assume their first priority is to get some bugs. Wouldn't you think?
I would think so, but they put on a show every night.
I noticed one thing. I didn't get bit by one bug while I was down there. So,
good point.
I think they're eating everything.
I mean, that's probably a great play. You would probably want to have bats. I'm trying to get some bats into my new place.
Yeah.
Keep the
I want
bugs.
to have a few bats flying around.
Keep the bugs away.
Right.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody has a pet bat.
Pet bat.
I don't know. They fuck with your hair.
Well, no, if you have a lot of, there might be an accidental tangling, but they don't really.
My old,
Just pull it out.
Just pull it out.
Hey, get out of here.
I don't want to touch that thing.
I think I told you my old place. We would get a bat every once in a while, come through the chimney, I guess. And there was one night I was sleeping on the couch, and I felt this presence in the room all night. I'm like, you're just fucking nuts. Go to sleep, whatever. And then in the morning there was a bat in the corner, and I guess it was just kind of like just going in circles above the couch and the living room all night long.
Yeah.
And then when the sun popped up, it was like, all right, I got to fucking rest somewhere. So it just hung out in the corner. And then I did what everyone says. You take a fire extinguisher to them.
Really?
And I fucked up my whole apartment because it was one of those powder fire extinguishers.
It's like a civil rights moment.
Yeah. You blast them out of the sky off your ceiling. And then it stuns them, I guess. And then I got it into a towel and got it out of my place.
I'm watching them fly right now. What they ought to do, they ought to hand out ladders and tennis rackets.
That's pretty amazing. Supposedly it's millions, right?
2 million bats.
Wow. Why Austin, of all places?
Well, that's what I was asking during our broadcast. Does this happen in other areas? I've only heard about this one bridge so far.
It's almost like a marketing gig by the city, like, keep it weird.
Yeah. And when do they come back?
What do you mean?
Like, what time do they get back home? I like to just put a giant like thing there so they can't go. What would they do if they put like a giant fence?
Yeah.
And didn't let them in?
A big net.
Why didn't you guys get video like this? It's just too early in the year?
Too dark. It was too dark.
When
they started.
Oh, that one right there. I saw that one. Go back.
We are looking at just black clouds, basically, and it's all bats. That's unbelievable.
It's a lot of bats.
Yeah.
And no one can answer.
Imagine if you had to fuck every one of them. How long that would take. Just To fuck every bat. Whiny.
No one can answer the question. Does this happen in other areas of the United States? Or is this unique just
People
to Austin?
were saying it happens. There's other
bridges
in Texas that, but they're nothing like this.
So why did this start? What's the story
Just a big
behind
colony.
this?
They'll move on someday.
We'll tweet out this video. This one's unbelievable.
I just said they'll move on someday. Like I understand the migration habits of bats. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I sort of would like to know why there.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's got to be something with the bridge and the river and the closeness to Mexico, because they go to Mexico.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. They did tell us that, right?
Yeah.
They migrate back down to Mexico or something.
Bats are dicks. They just fucking they just hang there all day and do shit.
And what you got millions of bats flying around and just fucking pooping. What does all that poop do?
Oh yeah, the guano.
Does it pollute the lake there, Ladybird Lake? Does it I don't know, rot things? I don't know.
Yeah. Ugh.
What does it do?
We're the worst animal people.
We don't know shit.
Yeah, we don't know anything about bats. It's good for us. We shouldn't. We live in New York. Why would we need to?
Yeah, good point.
There's bats in New York, right?
I've never seen a bat in person.
Me neither.
You gotta shine that flashlight up in the sky every once in a while. You'll find one.
I want to pet one though. If someone told me that they had it, like they were a handler, and they said it won't bite you, I'd like to give one a little shuka.
Yeah, they're cute. I heard that they have huge dongs.
Oh yeah, we've looked at that. You want to see a picture of one?
Yeah, bat cock is big.
It's pretty big.
Sure, yeah. I'd hate to turn it to dick already.
No, we've done pretty good so far. We've only had about a dozen dick references.
Yeah.
But,
Look at that. That's adorable.
Yeah, theirs is little. That's a big dick.
That's great for a bat. I mean, they are black.
That is. That's a big dick. A little thin though.
Yeah, but
Lacking the girth.
I guess.
But how the fuck do you fly around with that hanging?
It looks like a human dick. It's weird how human it is.
Kind of does.
It looks like mine. Same size.
Right, but you can see the asshole too. Yuck.
Oh, yeah.
While we're at it, you want to look at horse pussy?
Whoa.
Horse pussy's pretty impressive.
Oh, boy. The bat dick's the gateway.
Show him horse pussy. Give him a little action on the horse pussy.
You said that, too, like a drug dealer in Times Square.
You want to... no, keep going.
Horse pussy.
I want to show him my favorite horse pussy.
Oh, you got the carrot in there. That's good.
Let's see. Oh my God! Look at that guy.
Oh.
The guy's going to town on the. Oh, there you go. There.
Wow.
One down. There you go. There you go.
Jesus Christ.
There you go.
Holy hell. It's like Whoopi Goldberg.
That's why I wanted to show it to you.
I mean, it looks all right on the inside. It looks like charred meat, but the inside's...
They're all pink on the inside.
Yeah. Woo. All right, well.
All right.
I bet it's pretty roomy in there.
I would imagine so, sir. Bat caves in San Antonio. I know why the bats hang out under that particular bridge. All right, let's go to Frank on Long Island. Frank, what's going on?
Frank was better.
What's up, boys?
Hey.
Yeah, they designed the underneath of the bridge to, like, with all these grooves to make it like a bat cave, like the perfect habitat to help control all the mosquito population.
Oh.
And as Jimmy would say, you have to read, man. There's a sign underneath the bridge that tells you all that.
Jimmy didn't go down to the bridge.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Thank you, buddy.
No, that's
interesting. So it is the city.
That helps. And, there's no bugs down there. Not a one. You would be really stupid to be a mosquito in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
They eat mosquitoes, right?
They do, yeah.
They said they do a lot of pool bombing where they dive into your pool and eat mosquitoes and dive out.
Yeah. Leave a little duty behind. Mm-hmm. This guy wants to know, what kind of numbers did he do in Austin, Mark?
Oh, I'll tell you right now if you pull them up.
All right, let's say hi to Patrick and Charlotte. Patrick, we got a break soon, too, because we got our guests are going to start rolling in.
Yeah.
So we'll take this call and then we'll break. What's up, Patrick?
What's going on, guys?
Hello.
Hey, man.
Hey, just being married, I live vicariously through Mark's exploits, just kind of seeing what kind of numbers he pulled out down in Austin.
Well, I was there 3 nights, and I got 3 gals. I was 3 for 3.
Trifecta.
Nice.
Yes, got the old hat trick.
Very nice.
Nice.
Twat
Nice.
trick.
Next average.
Thank you. Yeah, the gals there are very open-minded and loose.
Very giving?
Giving people. And dirty. They like a little of this, a little of that,
What do you mean by a little this, a little that? Or
put it in my ass, put it in my ear, blah, blah. They're not uptight, is what I'm saying. They keep it weird.
That's their slogan down there. Austin, keep it weird.
And, you got a hotel room. They don't live very, what's the word? When you live richly? No,
no decadence?
No, there's not a lot of decadence in Austin.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of run down and dirty and drink and drunk and drugs, but they just live.
But there's a coolness to it.
No, there's a coolness, and I love it.
Yeah, I really liked it.
I think if you have a hotel room and maybe have been on TV, it's kind of like, ooh, who's this debonair prince?
You have a hotel room and you've been on TV.
Yeah, that helps.
They don't ask for a shitload.
They don't ask for a lot down there.
Yeah, if there's an elevator to your room for some reason, they'll jerk you off.
If there's an automatic door that opens, woo, boy, you're in. So, yeah, it was a good time.
All right, Patrick, thank you, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
So I want to go back to Austin. That was a blast.
Yeah.
That really was a lot of fun.
Had a 24-year-old on Sunday. She was a real tomcat.
Yeah.
Banged her, didn't sleep, went straight to the airport and saw you.
Yeah, everyone was tired at the airport.
Oh, that was brutal.
I was telling Jimmy right before you got here, that's your lives. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, I enjoy doing it every once in a while, but, man, you guys are pretty much out there every weekend doing that.
Every weekend, yeah.
Does it ever get old? What's the one thing about hitting the road you just don't like?
For me, it's that drive to... This is what I hate about the airport. You got a 9 o'clock flight. That means you got to be there at 8, which means you got to leave at 7, which means you got to wake up at 6:30. You just keep losing time.
Yeah.
And I hate that. Then I hate the cab to the airport. I hate the security line. I hate it all. I hate the zone 1, zone 2, and you got to just stand in that line. When you think you're walking to the plane, but you're actually going to wait in that tunnel, that corridor for 7 minutes. I hate the new guy on the plane with his ticket. He's like trying to match the ticket with the seat number. It's like, is it that hard? 7F.
Yeah.
Keep it moving. We're on 4F.
I noticed you guys wanted to work like a well-oiled machine.
Yes.
I noticed that about you guys. You want everything to just be boom, boom, and boom.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to sound
No
like
extra steps.
I don't want to be an 80s comic, but it's true. There's just so many all the announcements. Do not toil, tinker, or twist with the smoke alarm. No one's touching the smoke alarm. We don't need it. I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
The free soda, or how about the old fat lady behind you who gets up just to pull your seat to propel her up? Yeah. Like, don't use my fucking seat. Get your fat ass up. Use the armrest. Use your legs, whore. The little things.
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy putting his bag in, it takes 4 hours. It's not going to fit, you dick. Jesus, sorry, I'm getting riled up.
You just want to sit down and relax.
Yeah.
And have everything run smoothly.
Or when you get off the plane, it takes the guy 20 minutes to get the bag out. Like, I get up, I pull the bag out, I walk out. That's it.
You get nervous in the flying?
Not at all. I go to bed like a baby.
You don't even think twice about it?
Not even twice. Not even once.
Yeah. All right. We got Mark Norman here today. What do you got, Mark? Funny Bone in Syracuse this weekend, huh?
No, I got to move it. I had to move it.
Let me cross that out.
Yeah, please. Sorry, Syracuse. I'm rescheduling, so I'll be there. But
no Syracuse.
No Syracuse. I'll be in Nashville
at Zanies.
At Zanies for I think it's the Wild West Comedy Festival, and then I'm at Vancouver the weekend after that. And I'm doing Conan on May 23rd.
Nice.
So come on out, folks, and watch that online. Probably. Let's be honest.
Watch it. You're on Conan on my birthday.
Hey,
on my birthday. Give me a little birthday shout out.
Yeah, I'll give you like a wink and a.
Okay, that'll be fun.
A wink and a gun.
And Jimmy, I think, is taking the weekend off, right?
Yeah, I'm in New York this weekend. And then Thursday the 5th, I'm in Baltimore at the Rams Head Inn. And Friday the 6th, I'm in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, the Sands Hotel and Casino. Thursday the 26th is L.A., the Novo. It used to be Club Nokia. And then Friday, I'm in Las Vegas, the 27th, Mirage Hotel, the Terry Fedor Theater.
Right on.
Oh, and Saturday, June 11th, West Hampton Beach, Long Island. I've never been to the Hamptons, so I'm looking forward to going out there.
Ooh.
It's fun.
Hobnobbing with the rich. All right, we got to take a break. We got Jose Aldo coming in.
Jose Aldo Jr.
Jose
and
Aldo
Frankie Edgar together.
Yes, of course. Promoting UFC 200, right?
Ooh. Yes, they're fighting. I think tickets go on sale this Friday, and that's July 9th at T-Mobile in Vegas, at the T-Mobile Arena. I'm not even sure what hotel that is at this point.
Okay.
But that's a huge fight.
Yeah. We'll talk to those guys next. Stay right where you are. Oh, yeah. Hanging with Mark Norman today.
Yo.
We got Frankie Edgar outside the studio promoting UFC 200, July 9th at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada.
I don't think Jose Aldo's going to make it in. They said he's running really late.
What's up, Frankie?
Hey, buddy.
Haven't seen you in a while, brother.
Hi, Mark.
What's going on, man? Good to see you.
Good, too.
How's your morning going?
Just started.
Just waking up.
Yes.
Are you a morning person?
I got 3 kids. I guess I got no choice.
How old are the kids?
7, 5, and 1.
Damn, you're in hell. That's a lot of work right there.
Yes, it is.
I know those ages. I'm right behind you. Almost 6 and 3.5.
Yeah, it's
a full-time job.
It is
if you do it right.
Yeah.
I don't know why you guys did it. I'm with you.
Pull out.
I ask myself the same question sometimes.
Yeah, it's like, for what?
For
I
what?
guess it's a, yeah.
Oh, my God. It's
I like being alone in my apartment, just looking at myself in the mirror, having no one to talk to.
very rewarding. After a nice weekend in Austin, Texas, you come home and those kids are like fucking really.
Yeah,
that's a nice feeling.
Nobody likes me that much, you know?
Hey, Aldo's not here yet, so it's like he's kind of got you doing this by yourself.
Yeah, he gave me the floor.
It stinks, right?
Yeah.
Plus, Aldo just tweeted like that. He's like, hey, man, he tweeted that Conor McGregor. He's like, some of us can still go out and promote.
Yeah.
And train.
Yeah.
And then we're supposed to be here to promote.
He's running late. He might not make it.
He's on Brazilian time.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
It's gotta be tough going out with a guy you're gonna punt. Like, how do you go out and do press? Like, Holly and Misha came in. I don't know how you guys do that to promote a fight and then legitimately fight.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he doesn't speak English, so it's kind of easy, I guess. He's not gonna be talking junk to me. At least I can understand him.
Do you guys eat lunch together?
I don't know. I mean, possibly. I'm easy. It don't matter. I'll still try to get him. He's still try to get me.
But you guys get along?
For the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, I do find that strange when you're going to go in there. I know it's a sport and all that, but I don't know. When they're trying to take someone's nose off.
It gets awkward. It gets a little weird sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you talk about? Like every time you talk to the guy, you're probably worried, like, I'm going to say something that's going to reveal I'm frightened.
Right.
Or am I going to give away a strategy? Or, like, what do you discuss with a guy you know you have to fight on a certain date?
Yeah, I mean, it's just not much. You don't talk about much, really.
Have you done anything with him, or is this like day one of the press tour?
No, we did some press in Vegas, but we really, have to be with each other too much.
Yeah, as a fan, I like to think you guys have a beef. When I see these fights, I always like to think there's a problem between the two fighters.
The beef sells. The fights,
Has there ever been a situation where you were in a fight and you guys got along, but something happened where you're like, all right, that was wrong. That was over the fucking line. Now we got a real problem.
No, not really. It's usually that last stare down. You guys, you're both getting close to the fight. You get a little tough in the eyes, I guess, and that's when you're like, all right, it's game time.
It's on.
The Brazilian guys don't like a lot of the shit talking, though. Like, Chael drove Anderson Silva nuts with it.
Yeah.
And Conor McGregor drove Jose. I think he got into his head and really fucked him up.
He did. I mean, he's the best at it, though.
That was a short fight.
Oh,
yeah.
That was a short one.
I took a plane for that. 13 seconds. It's the first time I ever saw a fight that actually, like, what I was going to do a joke about fucking, and I can't remember what I was going to say.
I was going to do one too.
How long was the
I committed to starting it, and then I just fell apart.
You've flown somewhere for 13 seconds.
Sorry, I was going to say, how long was the flight, though?
The flight's 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours. Okay.
The rest of the card was good, but that's just like my ex-girlfriend and me hanging out.
Well, now you know how the women feel who you fly in.
There it is.
All right, good. You pulled something out.
There you go.
That's humiliating to get knocked out like that.
Yeah, it's got to be tough. Especially with the heat they had between each other. That talking junk, this and that, and man, Conor's the worst guy to let that happen to because he's gonna let everybody know about it.
Yeah, he's a talker.
Yeah, what do you do? Like, you ever have one that like was as embarrassing as that one?
No, I've never been finished. But. I mean, lost no matter what, how it happens is embarrassing,
Yeah, being knocked out on TV.
By a guy who you hate. It's not even like a regular it's a guy whose guts you hate.
Yeah.
And he knocks you out that fast. It's not like it was a fourth round.
Right, yeah. I mean, it was crazy. I was just ringside and I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Were you happy, or like, did you want to fight him or McGregor, or you didn't give a shit?
I really didn't care. I wanted to fight for the belt, but the night before I was told I was getting a title shot, and then that happened, and then McGregor said he's going up, so I kind of got hosed a little bit there.
Yeah, he went up in weight, and then the guy he was supposed to fight got hurt. Then he went up 2 weight classes, and he got choked.
Well, so he went up one weight class. He went up 2, but he fought a 55-pounder at the upper weight class. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Were you happy to see him get choked out? I mean, I like Conor. I mean, I don't love him, but I mean, there was something satisfying about watching. I kind of like the shit talker to get to lose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm kind of buddies with Nate, you know, and. I mean, yeah, you know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, you know, and you talk that much shit, kind of karma comes back and gets you.
Nate Diaz, what a great fight.
Yeah, I mean, he showed up on 10 days' notice and was able to put him away.
And Nate was not surprised. What did he say to Joe Rogan at the end?
Not surprised,
motherfucker.
Yeah, I got knocked out in college once, and it was just on like a guy's lawn.
He was roofied.
Yeah. I saw a Cosby show. And, but I got knocked out, and I woke up, and there was like people standing all around me, and I looked down, and I had pissed myself. So it was, the worst moment.
Yeah. That's understandable, though. One fighter shit himself in the ring, and it was like, you know, it's easy to laugh at him, but it's like, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, guys cut weight, and then they put a bunch of food and liquids back in them. Hey.
Yeah,
anything can happen.
You're not going to just let go of yourself, you know. It happened.
Have you ever had a situation like that?
No, thankfully, no. None of my years wrestling or anything. So
I think it's a great strategy. Like I would do that on purpose. Like as the bell rang, I would just shit my pants, and it's like, good luck to you, sir.
You're like a skunk,
right, man.
I don't understand why you would eat or drink anything before you step into the ring. Like you figure that guy had coffee or something in the morning. It's like, what the fuck? Shouldn't you just kind of empty out?
Yeah, I don't like to have a full stomach at all, but you got to eat something in the morning at least, you know.
Yeah.
But if you have a back weight cut and you put it back in, I guess it just upsets your stomach, and then you got the bubble guts.
Didn't they let you? They won't let guys use intravenous anymore to put weight back on.
No more IVs in the UFC at least.
Is that good or bad?
For me, it don't matter because I don't really cut much weight. But some guys, it's tough. It's tough on them because you know it's easy to put weight back on through an IV. You know, some guys put 20 pounds on in between the way into the fight, and you don't allow it to happen. I think it's tougher for them. But guys are finding ways around it.
Why does everybody cut weight instead of just walking around at the weight they're going to fight at?
I don't know. Everyone thinks that's the advantage. You know, you cut weight and you're bigger and stronger. But I feel like if everybody didn't cut weight, we'd probably all just fight a weight class up. The same guys. It kind of doesn't make sense.
Wait, they could put 20 pounds on?
Easy, yeah.
In how many days?
In 24 hours.
24 hours?
Wow.
Yeah, because they cut so much. A lot of guys, like 55-pounders, a lot of them weigh 185, 190, and they cut to 55, and they put 20 pounds back on easy because they're so dehydrated.
Damn.
Wow. That's that much water weight.
Yeah.
Because it's mostly water you put back in your system.
Exactly.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a healthy way to be. It doesn't seem. How could you have your best energy or whatever when the day before you're starving yourself?
Do you just feel dehydrated when you cut weight to that point?
It's the worst. I mean, like I said, I 55 I cut nothing.
Yeah.
45 I cut about 10 pounds. But yeah, I mean, in college I cut weight. It's miserable. Especially the liquids. Once you take the water away, it's just, you hate life.
Is it the same as a hangover feeling?
I guess a little bit, you know. I'd say worse.
Wow.
Worse, because you have no energy, you have no calories in you. You get up, you get lightheaded. It's not fun.
How are people supposed to act around you before a fight? Like if you're your wife or your kids or your friends, is there like a certain vibe you want before, you know, when you're in they say the 24 hours before the fight? Do you want to be treated a certain way or not?
Nah, you know, usually after weigh-ins, I kind of just tell everybody no more fight talk. Let's just kind of relax, enjoy the night. I wake up, have breakfast, and then it's pretty much I start zeroing in.
Take care of the kids, you know, before you fight.
Yeah.
Get them off to school.
My kids, usually my kids aren't around. But
I know, just saying.
I haven't had them at a fight yet. They've been asking. I haven't had them at one yet. So.
Yeah.
With all the weight cutting, is it tough to watch fat people? Like, does that bother you? Like, come on, look how hard I worked, and you can't go half of that?
You know, I appreciate a fat person on a treadmill. You know, at least they're trying.
At least they're trying, I guess.
Whenever I see a big fat person in a gym, I mean, maybe I should, but I'll walk over, I'll just start applauding them. But you always look at a guy that big in the gym, and everybody respects that guy. No one laughs at the fat guy in the gym. It's like,
he's putting
giving it
work,
a shot.
He's trying, yeah.
He's putting the work in.
Yeah, because if I'm self-conscious, we talked before about, like, what are you afraid? I'm very afraid of, like, dancing and singing or anything. For some reason, those feel really exposing to me and humiliating.
Yeah.
What do you find, like, really embarrassing?
Embarrassing? Yeah. If I had to, like, sit there and sing or something, I don't have no...
Little karaoke action?
Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. I did it once, though. My old man said, I'll give you $20 to do it. I'm like, all right, I'll do it.
What song was it?
Bad to the Bone.
Nice. That's a good choice.
Well, where was it, too?
I was in some bar.
I'm already uncomfortable
Some bar,
picturing you do that.
Yeah.
Were you good?
No, horrible.
Would you do it again?
For $20.
Is that your walkout song?
No, walkout song is Kick in the Door.
How do you pick a walkout? I mean, I guess it's one that you like because I've used walkouts, but after a while, you're like, oh, I'm sick of this, and now I'm kind of committed to it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been using the same one for like 7 years now, I think. So
ABBA?
Yeah.
The safety dance. I want someone to use the safety dance.
Someone should go in that direction. Right?
Yeah, or Mean by Taylor Swift. I'd love to walk out to that. It's such an upbeat number.
Instead of some tough song, you just do a little safety dance or whatever.
Does UFC have to approve the stuff?
I think so. I've been using mine for a long time, but yeah, I think they approve it. I heard some people don't get approved.
Oh, really? Why? Because of the content?
Yeah, content, I guess.
Like Slayer. I listen to Slayer. Like, that'd be great walkout music, but they probably wouldn't allow it.
No, I think they might. I mean, no one would understand it anyway, really, right?
Yeah.
What do you know about Conor McGregor? He's saying he's back in as far as UFC 200 goes, and then Dana's like, no, that's not true.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
What's the deal there?
I got no idea, really. From what I understand, the last thing I'm hearing is he's not in. But I'm waiting for him to show up today or tomorrow for this press conference, to be honest. But who knows?
What he said about at a press conference, he said that I think it was when he was supposed to fight Dos Anjos, that you were like desperate and you were begging for a shot. I was like, why?
Yeah, damn right, I'm desperate. I'm desperate to get that title. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He understands that. You know. I've been trying to get this shot at this 45-pound title for a while, so yeah, I guess you could say I'm desperate, you know.
Oh, all right. I didn't expect that answer. That's a pretty honest way to say it.
Yeah, hey, I'm desperate for it. I've been working for it, and I want it, so yeah, if that's what you call desperate, I guess I am, you know.
When a guy knocks a guy out that fast and you got to fight him next, are you like, oh, God, that guy's good, or like, does it not faze you at all?
Nah, because, I mean, it doesn't matter. Styles make fights, and, you know, I think if Jose and Conor fought 10 times, that fight wouldn't happen that way every time, you know. It'd happen different all the time.
Who would win out of the 10, you think?
I mean...
Let's say best out of 5. Who wins?
Best out of 5, I'm going to say Aldo. I do think he's a better guy, you know. I mean, really, it's hard to say when he got knocked down in 13 seconds, but, you know, just what he's done in his career and based on Conor's last fight, I think Aldo will be able to get it done.
I wouldn't like taunting. I remember when I was playing wiffle. I had my friend was soft pitching a tennis ball, and I had a wiffle ball bat, and he just kept yelling "Strikeout King," and the shit talking ruined me. I can't handle it. Like in a competitive thing, I fucking fall apart.
You broke down.
I completely collapsed. He was right. I was the strikeout king.
Psychological warfare.
Yeah, that would work on me so easily.
He got your number that easy,
dude.
That was it.
What about heckling at a show?
Yeah, that's pretty similar.
Yeah.
You ever see me handle a heckler? I go, please don't do that, strikeout. No, a heckler's different. That's because that's in the middle of it. Like you're not getting heckled before you walk on.
Right.
But I guess it's a different mentality. Heckler. Hecklers aren't equals. Like you know what I mean. Like when you're going to perform and you're doing stand up, it's a different thing. You know you're better at it than the heckler is.
Right.
So when you were playing baseball and you came up to the plate and they go easy out,
right, they were absolutely right.
Easy out.
My team was yelling that. They were right. I stunk. But it was my friend Marvin yelling "Strikeout King." But that shit talking in an athletic competitive thing, I couldn't handle it.
Were you the guy where they would just motion to the outfield to come in a little bit when you were coming to the plate?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're that guy.
You see 3 guys with baseball gloves and wheelchairs just coming in. They knew there was no problem.
Easy.
Thank you very much, mister. I have my iced coffee. So that doesn't faze you at all?
No, I mean, no, not really. I haven't fought someone like Conor though, where he's yapping the whole time. But I mean, I'm sure to get under my skin a little bit, but not to affect my performance.
Is that a sign of a guy being afraid when he's talking shit like that? Like, or I mean, like. A lot of guys are like, Uriah Faber said something once. He goes, what's the use? He goes, when the guy's growling in the cage, he's like, we're going to fight. Like, it's going to be settled.
Yeah, I agree. No matter what, we're going to fight. So
yeah.
You know.
I would assume that's more for the fans. I think you guys are so professional and so well trained that when a guy's growling or giving you that look at the press conference, you're looking at him like, oh gosh, this is.
Remember Ronda Rousey?
We all know this is kind of silly.
Ronda Rousey talked a bunch of shit and then got knocked out by Holly.
Wow. Yeah, that was. Oof.
I think she was on. Was she on Kimmel or something? She said it just like she's going to try to walk me down and head kick me, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that was a pretty good prediction. A neck kick. Now she's got to come back after a long layoff, and it's got to like you're doing movies. Everybody's treating you nice on the set. It's got to suck to have to go back in and like, oh,
when's she fighting in? November is the rumor, right?
I'm not sure.
Somewhere around there.
In New York. She'll come back. I think. Yeah.
Is November-ish?
Would be the fight in New York.
Possibly. Yeah.
That Misha Tate fight was pretty
was
good
awesome,
too.
Yeah.
That whole card was awesome.
That was great.
Yeah.
Too big. I mean, I don't think that Nate Diaz was upset, but to a lot of people that was. So
yeah,
big upsets.
Yeah, I kind of expected him. I think to win. He's a lot heavier.
Well, he wasn't doing well in the early stages of that fight, and then he had a nice turnaround there.
Yeah, he even said, he knew he was on a yacht in Cabo 10 days before, so he knew he had to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what he was on a yacht in Cabo when he got the call from Dana to take that fight.
Wow.
Well, he was in shape though. He was training for a triathlon.
But I would assume you guys do some downtime and get the fuck away from the gym for a while too, right? In between some of these fights.
Not too much. Not too much. I know Nate doesn't. I know myself. I'm staying there pretty much.
Yeah.
A lot of guys do though.
But he's on a yacht in Cabo. 10 days.
Yeah, it was like the John Jones fight. The guy, how do you say last name? The guy he just beat.
OSP.
Prue. Yeah, OSP. Yeah, he just he took the fight on 3 weeks' notice.
Do you think finding out 10 days before a fight that could in a weird way help you because you're not thinking about the fight and really obsessing about it?
In that sense, yeah. Especially against a guy like McGregor, where the build-up is always so much because he brings so much attention to it. But 10 days, you don't have to deal with it too much. You just got to show up for the fight.
All right. And also, they have to change who they've been training for. Like they've been training for one guy, and then all of a sudden they're training for you. It's a little bit of a disadvantage for them.
Switching up the styles on you, absolutely.
Do you guys talk afterwards? Like if a guy like McGregor is a shit talker, is there ever a moment where you guys will have? Because I forget what fight it was, but there was it was a real knockdown, drag out fight, and then they showed the guys in the hospital together talking. And I think there were guys who didn't like each other. So I guess there's those moments too.
Yeah,
I always like those moments.
You got that respect between each other. You're in there slugging it out for 25 minutes. You got that mutual respect for sure. Even McGregor, I think he talks a lot, but afterwards you got that respect.
Yeah, I think he said something about how Aldo deserved better than he got there. Like, in the ring. Like, he deserved to be in a little bit longer than 13 seconds.
Yeah.
How that's literally like...
It was unbelievable.
Like, you've been trying to fuck a girl for a long time, and you finally get to fuck her, and you lose your erection. That's exactly... So I relate a lot to his experience in the ring.
That's not what I was thinking. Lose the erection. The erection would stay.
Are you going to think coming quickly?
Oh, God, yeah. The erection wouldn't go away.
No, that wouldn't be that humiliating. Coming quickly is like a compliment. It's like a tip of the cap.
Yeah.
Losing the erection is like a just deconstruction of everything I am as a male.
Get the first one in.
I know I'm talking about this during a fucking UFC championship
and you encourage
promotional
him.
interview.
Thanks, Jim. Now I can't get it up.
You encourage
Got
him.
it in my head.
You encourage him that the second one's going to be a lot better. That's how you get around that, right?
Second one.
Wait for it.
No second ones for Jim Norton?
There's never a second one with Jim Norton.
One and done.
It's a great dinner, a lot of laughs. It's one and get out. That's the pattern. There's never a second one. Yeah, if you're looking for two, just fuck someone else on the way home.
The strikeout king.
Yeah,
the strikeout king.
Are you a hero in Tom's River?
I guess, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
In a way. It's a small town,
Do you still live down there?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do people bother you at your house or no?
No, not at my house.
But at Starbucks.
At Starbucks, yeah. Get some people.
It's always nice, though. Nobody hates you. So
I grew up there, so it's like most people I know. It's not that big a town, So
yeah.
It's not like that.
Did you get into fights growing up?
I did, yeah. And I grew up across, Seaside. I'm sure you know Seaside.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of the nature over there.
Any tips for like a fight or flight moment?
Swing first.
Really?
Everyone says
get it
that
in first, man.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's good to know.
I'm always afraid if I punch somebody. Like, cops have that recurring nightmare that they shoot their gun and the bullet, like, falls or it doesn't go. That's a common dream for cops to have. And I'm always afraid if I punch somebody in the face, that it's not going to hurt them.
I've had that dream. You punch them and it's not even hurting them.
Yeah.
But what if you misread the situation and it was never going to come to swinging and you panic and swing first?
Right.
Swing first, apologize later. I don't know.
You get sued.
And then you got all sorts of problems.
Yeah, I'm just afraid of hitting somebody and it doesn't affect them at all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why I feel like it wouldn't affect them at all. I'm sure it would hurt, but they say most people, you just got to take that first shot.
Right. Yeah. Why'd you get into fighting? Were you bullied or any of that stuff growing up?
Not really. I wrestled in high school and college, and I just wanted to, continue to train and compete. I didn't know it was going to be a career at any point. I just started training. I fought 3 weeks after I started training, and when I came home from college, and just kind of the ball kept rolling.
Right. Some of you guys in the UFC have had some tough upbringings, and that's what led to, MMA training and getting into the UFC and whatnot.
Yeah, no, not myself. I was just fun to compete. Just, stay active.
My guess is wrestlers have less of that. Like, it seems like wrestlers a lot of them come from also like middle income. They're not all poor guys, like, you know what I mean? Guys that come in with a real wrestling background. But we talked to so many guys that were poor growing up and had brothers, and it was fucking brutal.
Oh yeah,
like just getting the shit beat out of you all the time.
Who talks about his uncle again?
Was it Rampage?
No,
Rashad.
was
Rashad Evans. Yeah,
Rashad Evans had a bad uncle. That's pretty
touchy.
much. I
don't know if he was touchy or just a dick.
He was pretty much just a dick.
A dick.
Yeah, they
really.
would kind of push him around and stuff. What was his uncle's name? I forgot his name.
I don't remember.
He brings him up every time he's in here. He's not over it, man. I love Rashad.
Sometimes those guys that spark you into something like that,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
I guess it's good that they were in your life if they helped you become a success.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah,
Take some lickings on your kid to give them out when you're older, you know.
Do you hate your kids or
Yes.
no?
Not really. I threaten the hell out of them now, you know.
How
And
bad
bunch
do
of
you
empty
want
threats.
to, though?
Oh, I want to.
Thank you.
When they're older again. Like, you know, my two older are boys, and they're starting to wrestle. I can't wait till they're a little bit bigger, and then I'll put the squeeze on them.
I'm not a hitter. I won't hit my kids, but man, there are times you want to.
Yeah.
Really?
You sort of understand why that worked for our
Yeah,
generation.
they don't listen. They don't listen.
It's so frustrating. The thing is, you put them in a timeout.
No, you can't.
They sit up against a wall.
I'll hit
It's
them like a pressure point or something. You better knock it off. You know?
I'll goon arm a little bit. I'll goon arm, but but also
Yeah.
they're sitting in a timeout, and that's supposed to teach them a lesson.
No, you got to drown their head in the tub. For a minute.
Exactly, a little waterboarding.
Yeah.
I got to take something away. For my oldest, I take something away.
Yeah.
My middle one, he's a maniac. He don't care. Take what away? He don't give a shit.
He don't give a
Got
fuck.
nothing to lose.
What makes you want, like, what's the hardest moment to restrain? Like, where you're like, oh, God, I just want to smash him. Like, what is that they do that is the hardest for you?
When they fuck with the younger kid, that's when I get almost crazy.
Well, mine are like 16 months apart, the older ones, and they're just like, they might as well be twins, you know. They
Oh, really?
Fight my younger one actually terrorizes my older one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He did what? Oh, he terrorized your
Terrorizes the
older one?
older one. Yeah.
You think they're gonna be fighters when they grow up?
I could see my middle one maybe.
Really?
Maybe, yeah.
That's kinda cool.
Got it in. I don't know. We'll see. He's got to want to do it.
Right.
Would you encourage it or discourage it?
It's got to be totally up to them. If they're with it, I'll back them. But if they're half-assed, I'm gonna tell them.
You're not gonna push them into it, though.
No,
You'll let them
way.
figure it out.
Wrestling, they gotta kind of have no choice. You know, I'll make them wrestle a little bit, but
That's good.
fighting is just something you got to choose.
And what is if you guys are fighting for an interim belt, there's been a lot of that lately. I guess because guys get hurt, and you want to be able to have like an exciting fight. But how long, like, is something vacated before they say it's now an interim belt, or is there no real timetable?
Yeah, there's no real. They just kind of do it on a whim. I think it's silly. It's really the number one contender belt. That's kind of what I call it. You know. Yeah, it kind of doesn't make sense. I mean, the guy, especially the guy that's the 45-pound champion, is fighting on the same card that we're fighting interim. Doesn't make sense, you know. But yeah, they just want to keep the weight classes moving.
And now, is he fighting on that thing, or you still don't know?
Now I don't know. My guess was yes. When I the whole Vegas thing, I was like, he's gonna make a comeback. But now after reading some of the stuff, I don't know.
Someone said he was like freaked out because he was friends with the guy who died. He wasn't a UFC guy. It was.
Yeah.
I think his teammate fought that guy actually. His teammate's the guy that.
But he was at. I think he was at the fight.
He was there.
He was right
yeah.
there and saw this guy.
But I don't think that.
It wasn't okay.
I mean, you know, that guy. It's not like I mean, I didn't see the video, but from what I hear, it wasn't that brutal or anything. I think the guy. My guess is the guy had a pre-existing condition. You don't just die. You know, I think it would happen a lot more often if it was people were getting hit. You know, dying in MMA fights.
How many years have you been fighting professionally?
Professionally, like 11 years.
So you've seen the rules change a little bit. When you came in, they allowed a few.
I think
extra
the rules
moves.
are pretty much the same.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
So it's been that long now, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I first started watching the MMA, oh my god! Wow, they
no weight classes.
I'm kind of glad they kind of fixed it up just a little bit because
it's well, you know what? As once people's skills caught up with. You know, their size.
Right.
I mean, back in the day, Hoist Gracie just knew everything, and these other guys didn't. That's why he was able to do well. But
the beatings these guys would
Hoist
take.
Gracie couldn't fight a heavyweight now. You know, these guys know.
Yeah.
They know a lot.
Yeah, but the beatings, I mean, and they would not stop these fights for a long fucking time. It was kind of rough to watch. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really a huge UFC fan now. Not as big as Jimmy. I can't play on his level, but I'm kind of glad they have
now it's better. It makes
a few rules in there.
It's
to protect the fighters.
It's better for the sport, I think. You know, to grow the sport.
Right. Are you excited that it's now in New York finally?
Yeah, I've been lobbying with the UFC for a long time.
Being a local guy, you got to be out of your mind then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here in November, the Garden, and possibly Yankee Stadium next summer. So.
Wow, can you imagine? You got to get on one of those fights.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably
Yankee
not.
Stadium? I hadn't heard that.
That's a rumor I read. Yeah.
Rumble in the Bronx.
Oh, you hear that? No, it's happening.
Now
he's going, it's a rumor.
Yankee Stadium. Frankie Edgar just gave us it's going to be in Yankee
Nice
Stadium.
Exclusive. Maybe our pal Dana White will tell us too.
Yeah.
Can you imagine UFC at Yankee Stadium though?
Jesus.
You would want to be on that card.
Yeah. The Garden too, though. I mean, the world's most famous arena.
Right.
You know?
But that's happening.
I believe
November
12th.
12th. I want to say it's the 12th.
So you got a possibility of being on that.
Yeah, it works out perfect. July to November. Yeah.
Jersey must hate that. Right across, what was it, the Prudential Center or whatever?
Yeah.
That was such an easy one to get to. They must be fucking miserable. They
Now
lost
they're
out.
probably never going to go back.
No, why would you? I mean, there's no reason to.
But it was pretty cool to see the UFC there.
It was nice to go close.
We went a couple times.
That's where I saw Jones beat Shogun.
Yeah. Right.
It was like the night before he had where he chased down a mugger.
Yeah.
That kind of made him a hero, and people that made him.
Was that the place we saw Forrest Griffin get knocked out?
No, you saw that in Philly.
That was Philly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And he ran out of the ring immediately. That was a crazy moment. Forrest Griffin was so bummed.
That's the most honest moment in UFC history.
Yeah.
A guy got knocked out and did exactly what everyone wants to do. I just want to go home. I just want to get the fuck out of here.
I don't want to talk to nobody.
I don't want to talk to Rogan. I don't want to tell him what I was thinking. I want to fucking get what you're thinking.
As soon as he realized he was knocked out, he went, fuck, and then he just ran out of the arena.
Yeah.
It was an amazing moment.
Yeah.
Imagine an interview after a bomb. You don't want to do that.
Right.
Get the hell out of there.
I like Forrest Griffin, too. He's
great, man.
He's a character.
He's awesome,
I like the characters. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, he works for the UFC now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the personalities are kind of what make you invested in a guy when you're going to watch him fight, because there's a lot of guys that are good at it. A lot of guys are tough. Right. So it's like the personality. Or you I don't know what connects you to somebody. Like what makes me, when I'm watching somebody, all of a sudden, why do I like somebody?
That guy other than someone else. Yeah, I get personality or fight style,
Who's your favorite fighter that's not you?
John Jones is fun to watch, He's probably the best.
How was the fight Saturday? Because we were in Austin. Jimmy, you were watching it.
It was
between
okay.
shows.
It wasn't a great fight. I mean, it was great to watch. To see him working out. Like I guess what they say, that rust you get or whatever. It's been a while.
Ring rust.
I've seen better fights, but I like Edson Barboza, so I enjoyed him very much.
He's my teammate.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Have you ever been kicked by him?
Many times.
It's awful, isn't it?
It's brutal.
It literally looks like you're getting hit by a bat.
Yeah, the first couple weeks he came in, you get your leg builds up some toughness because I couldn't walk right for 2 weeks.
Wow.
How do you build up your leg?
I mean, you just I think you get used to getting kicked there a little bit, or you do something to make them not kick you.
And what happens? You just build up some calluses down there?
Yeah,
how does it work?
You get used to it.
I don't know if you could ever get used to getting kicked in the shin.
I mean, now I hear shin guards on and everything when we're kicking. Thank God.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot he trained in New Jersey for the last fight.
What's the worst part of the body to get hit? That just fucking hurts.
The body. You get hit in the body. It's just if you get a good shot in the body, not ready, that kills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so many of those don't look like they hurt.
Yeah.
You're so used to watching wheelhouse kicks and guys really like fucking Roy Nelson throw a giant overhand punch. But like watching those little things in the clinch where the knee is going to the body, that hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But isn't it true the knockout itself doesn't really hurt? You don't really know what happened. You're a little sore when you get.
I've been rocked a couple times, and I don't remember much. So yeah, I think it's kind of like
it's the ones that don't knock you out that really fucking hurt. Those hits.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been knocked out, but
wow!
Thank God. But
not even in training.
Never in training.
Never been knocked
choked
out.
out.
I've been rocked in training, a couple head kicks, but never alcohol.
Yeah, you've taken probably the hardest beatings I've ever seen were probably taken by you, and it tends to be early. Like you tend to look like you're in deep trouble in the first 8 seconds, and then all of a sudden
I pull it out.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden, like round 4, you're a fucking animal. Like the other guy's supposed to go.
8 seconds.
Oh, you're like, Frankie's finished, and then like round 4, Frankie's killing the guy, and the guy just wants to fucking curl up and leave.
Just wants to go home.
Yeah, that toughness is amazing to me because I would quit so fast. I guess
just one of those punches in the gut or the ribs, you just be like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, the worst one I ever got was the up kick I got from Benson Henderson.
Yeah.
into the face. My nose wasn't right for like a month after.
He kicked you in the nose?
Yeah, like an up kick from underneath.
Oof.
Oh, yeah, it was, my whole eye swelled up. It was bad. I was bleeding out my nose for like a month, literally.
Wow.
And did it break?
It broke, yeah. I had to get it reset, everything, yeah.
Did you ever get your jaw broken?
No.
That seems like the worst one.
I think that would be the worst. That lingers. You know, you gotta have your jaw wired for 6 weeks, can't eat. No, it's no fun.
Do you breathe well? I'm a shit breather, so for me, that scares me to have my jaw wired shut. I like to have to breathe through my nose.
Yeah, well, I didn't even think of that. I'm saying my nose is jacked.
From being broken.
Suck, yeah.
See, mine isn't. Mine's just from digging in it in high school and fucking my entire childhood of fucking picking. I've never had it broken. At least you have a man's excuse. Me, I just have a shit septum.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Josie Aldo's coming today.
I don't think he's. Is Josie coming or no? Oh no! What happened, Travis?
Waving him off. There's a big no.
Scared. Exactly what you said. He's running late.
Well, how late is he? He was on 30th Street.
It was to the point they were still waiting 5 minutes ago. So
still waiting for what?
For him.
We don't need him. We don't need him.
They were still waiting on 30th? Or down here?
No. For him to come out or whatever.
Oh,
he's too late for them to make it.
One of the guys in the studio said he's scared. I heard that.
Do you think he doesn't want to do the press together? Is that what it is?
Nah, I don't think so.
You guys doing a press conference later today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
At MSG, right?
Yeah, yep.
He's probably tired of answering questions about Conor McGregor.
I'm sure of it, yeah.
So how did you feel?
I am.
I don't blame you.
I can't imagine him. You know?
But he's good. I mean, he makes a lot of money. I mean,
he does. He brings a lot of attention to the sport, you know, so can't hate him for that.
Yeah. Does the interim belt mean anything to you, really?
It just means that I'm going to get. It guarantees me the next shot at the title. You know, I mean, I don't think Conor. There's a good chance Conor doesn't even come back down to 45. If he doesn't come back down, that's the real belt to me. You know?
And then you just keep it.
And then, that becomes a real belt, and then I'll maybe chase Conor up to wherever he wants.
What are those guys saying in the background?
They think that Conor's scared. They're saying he's scared.
Is that what you're saying?
100%.
100%.
Who are those guys?
This is my manager.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. So, of course, he's a little biased, but hey, he's scared.
All right.
And you got the wrestler. I like you. Look like you got the ears like from all those years of wrestling. That's from blood, right?
Oh shit,
that's great. I wanted to sell ears like that you can clip on so no one fucks with you in a bar.
Oh yeah,
because you never fuck with the guy that looks like he's got. That means that he's a fighter.
When you see those ears, just walk the other way.
I had a piece of my ear kicked off my head in one fight. Actually.
What?
Yeah.
Kicked off your head?
A piece of your ear?
I head kicked it. I blocked it, and I don't know if it pinched or his fingernail or his toenail or something, but boom, a whole piece of my cauliflower ear flew off my head.
Wow.
This was before you, but my first fight, my last fight before the UFC.
How big of a piece?
It was like a good chunk.
Jesus.
About a quarter inch.
Half inch.
And,
wow, really?
Yeah. And
did it hurt or
did you
feel
my head, and my old man was ringside, and he's on a video, and you can hear it afterwards. Someone was picking it up. And he thought it was my tooth. And you hear my old man say, hey, give me that tooth. Give me that tooth. It was my fucking ear.
Did they sew it back on?
No, I just had to glue it shut. I was in Atlantic City Hospital like 2 a.m. Sketchy as hell over there, man. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
But it didn't mess your hearing up at all. Did it mess your hearing up? He really got me with that.
He gave you the what?
He just raised his eyes like he couldn't hear me, and I'm so fucking stupid.
What?
26 years of stand-up, and I fall for it. I'm going to repeat myself.
Did it bleed a lot?
Yeah, it was bleeding, and then I got it glued up, and then of course I was celebrating. I was in a bar, and I'm pretty hammered, and my buddy's sitting there wiping my ear from down my neck. Yeah,
wow,
like a Van Gogh.
Yeah.
You're a pretty even-tempered person, though.
Yeah.
Well, you don't seem like you're a bully.
No.
Are there guys that are like? It sounds like a silly question, but most of those guys who can fight so well are pretty nice dudes.
I honestly, most of the guys in this sport that I come across are good guys, I'd say.
Yeah.
You don't really hear about any, very rarely do you hear about an altercation unless it's by kind of a,
right.
Although Jones seems to like to, weird, because John Jones is known as such like a nice and peaceful guy, and he had that video with the cop recently.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess that happens.
Yeah, I could see where he's coming from a little bit. I suppose they said that guy got cited for, racial profiling a bunch of times, so.
Oh.
Really?
John Jones?
Okay.
Oh, all right. So maybe there was something else behind it.
So who knows?
Well, we got to get Frankie out of here. He's got a lot of press to do.
Yes,
today.
But good luck, man. I like Aldo. I started liking him later over the years. Like I rooted against him when he fought Uriah Faber. I just like those Brazilian guys that kick you in the legs. But I certainly want to see you beat him. It's this Friday. Tickets go on sale for UFC 200. What hotel is that in Vegas? Because they changed the.
Well, it's going to be the T-Mobile Arena, the new arena that they just built.
Okay, is that attached to a hotel or no?
I think it's part of MGM, but it's not attached. It's a little bit down the road.
Okay.
But supposedly Dana said it's the best arena in the world. That's what
Wow. What makes it the best arena in the world, you think?
I mean, I heard there's a club in there.
Cool.
I don't know.
A club?
T-Mobile. Yeah, like a nightclub in there. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, tickets go on sale this Friday, and it's July the 9th. Is there like a big expo the weekend of that, too?
Yeah, there's going to be the whole week. I think they have the UFC Expo, and then there's fights Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday's the 200.
Well, tickets for the Fan Expo go on sale this Friday at 12, 3 p.m. Eastern as well.
I think I'm going to go out for that.
That sounds like a good one to go to.
They have title fights, I think, every day, too. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Cool. It's such a smart way to market. It's so smart. It gets everybody invested in it. I can't watch boxing. I mean, like I know who no one in boxing is.
Yeah, it's you don't have too many big names anymore.
Do you watch it or no?
I do. I mean, I'm a fight fan, but still, you're just starting to lose guys to root for.
I'd rather watch the UFC over boxing.
Oh, yeah.
I was a big boxing fan growing up.
I think with UFC, you get a whole card that's good. You know, the first fight to the last fight could be great.
Even guys you don't really know.
Right.
They give it their all out there. It's cool.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable. So.
All right. Well, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Good luck, and hopefully the next time I see you, you'll be champion.
Yeah, man. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, come back and see us
Sure,
after the big win.
That's right.
Quick break. Stay there. And Mark Norman in the studio.
Hey.
I want to thank Frankie Edgar for stopping on by.
Yeah.
Frankie Edgar.
Cute little guy.
Cute little guy.
Joking. Hopefully he's left the building before he heard that.
I believe he has left the building. Louis C.K. was talking highly about you there, Mark.
Yeah, that was nice. You cut him off at one point. It killed me.
What happened?
No, I'm just kidding. But
what happened?
He was saying, Mark Norman, blah blah blah, and you go, yeah, and the cinematography was great. I was like, shit.
Oh, you wanted
I wanted more blowing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's nice to be mentioned.
I don't know. I thought he said a lot of things about you, though. He was talking about the time he texted you and said, "Hey, you got to come over to my house for a live read or whatever."
Yeah,
a reading, and then you show up and there's just all these big time fucking actors, and
it was insane. I'll never forget it. It was like a Thursday morning. I'm laying in bed, hungover, with a girl there, and I got a text from him, and just him texting me is already bananas. And he was like, "Where are you right now?" And I just wrote back, "In New York," and then nothing for like an hour. So I'm just sitting there with this naked fat chick, like we're just like mulling over it. Like, what do you think that means? Oh my God, your brain starts going crazy. So eventually I just wrote back, "What's up?"
All right.
And then he wrote, "Can you come over to my apartment right now?" And I was like, "Sure." And I got the address, and he called me, and I answered the phone. I was terrified. He's like, "Come over right now. Here's your address, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "I'll be there." And I'm such an idiot because I go, "Do I need to shower?" And he goes, "What?" And then he hung up. And so I just jumped in the shower. I kicked her out, and I went over there. He lives 2 blocks away from me. And, I walk in. I was so excited. This little girl opens the door, and I go, "Hey, I'm here to see Louie." And she goes, "Shh." I was like, "Oh, sorry." And then I walked in to the foyer or whatever you call it, and there was piles of coats, like up to here. And I was like, "Man, that's a lot of coats." And she goes, "Shh, will you shut up?" I was like, "Oh, sorry." So then I walk in the living room, and I just see Buscemi, Alan Alda, Jessica Lange, Edie Falco, Louis sitting at a dining room table. And I was like, it was like the Last Supper. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
And I was terrified. And I had a shirt like "I'm with Stupid" on, I was like, what am I doing? Who am I? I felt so small. And Louis like, "Shut up, just sit down on the couch. We'll get to you." And so I just sat there and watched. And I just looked around Louis' part. You see the big armoire of Emmys and Grammys, and you're like, oh my God. And there's giant posters from his specials, and he's got that big oak desk, and you're like, he's probably written all the great bits on there. He's probably fucked, a couple of groupies in here. Crazy. And then he was like, "Yeah, there's free food in the kitchen, so help yourself." So I ate everything. So me and DePaulo were just pigging out on sushi. Yeah, wild day.
And then you see his self-making ice cream machine.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. He's a psychopath.
Yeah.
Makes his own ice cream.
Yeah, some weird little hobbies.
And he's got like his dog has a sensor where it gets close to the door opens. So that was pretty cool.
Does it?
Yeah, he's like a little scientist over there, He's like going to Doc Brown's house.
And, of course, it was the reading for Horace and Pete, which was very, very good.
Yeah, and at the time, no one knew what that was. I thought it was reading for Louie, the show.
Yeah.
I had no idea. And then to see my name on a script said Mark blew my mind.
I hope you saved the call sheet.
I saved everything.
Did you have the part at that point?
Yeah. He wrote it for me.
And was the fat chick okay with you just dumping her like that?
Who cares?
Have you ever seen the fat girl again?
No, it was a one-night thing.
She understood that.
Yeah,
Going into it.
Judy Gold got it. But it was fine. And it was so weird because I remember being on set and I was kind of bombing because I can't act. I'm the worst actor. And all the scenes are very heavy, as you know.
Yeah.
And he comes up to me and goes, what are you doing? And I was like, well, what do you mean? He's like, this isn't... This is the one we talked about. This is the one I wrote and all that. I was like, sorry, I don't know. I'm just doing the scene. He goes, look, you can't act. Just be you. And once he told me that, I was free. I was weight lifted off.
Yeah, I thought you were very good. In the scene I saw you in,
it was very good.
I thought you looked comfortable. I was like, yeah, Norman did a great job.
Oh, jeez. That means a lot. Thank you.
Nice.
He's a hell of a director. He never raises his voice, never gets frustrated. Everything just goes on time. It's amazing.
Do you guys got directors that raise their voices?
Oh, my God. Directors are notoriously mean and scary and angry. I've
never gotten yelled at, but I've heard of it.
But doesn't that fuck you up when you're trying to do right by them? And now, I don't know, they're yelling at you. That makes it worse, I think.
I used to be a production assistant back in the day, and I worked on Benjamin Buttons because it came through New Orleans.
Whoa.
I mean,
la la.
Ding.
That was me on that shitty movie.
Did you hang out with Brad Pitt?
No, they won't let me near that guy. What are you crazy?
How close did you get to him working on that movie?
I probably got like 10 feet. And I was like,
that's
there
pretty
he
good.
is. Yeah. But then he sees you looking and he gets you fired. But
no, did you really?
No. But he's like,
I've heard guys that do that.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
you can't
what
go
have you
anywhere
heard?
near him.
What have you heard? You stopped yourself there.
Yeah, what have you heard?
What have you heard
What's
about
the
Brad
rumor?
Pitt?
What's
Come
the
on.
scare?
Oh, I was just going to say about every actor. You hear they're all fucked up and you can't make eye contact or whatever. But David Fincher was the director, and he was terrifying. He was one of those guys where he'd be like, give me this kind of coffee, and the guy was trembling, handing it to him, and he'd be like, this isn't, I said no cream, and he would throw it down. You're like, oh, fuck.
Would he really throw it down?
Yeah, he was scary. There's one big scene. This is right after Katrina, so the city was still a little fucked up. There was one scene where they got a streetcar back. The streetcars weren't running, but, with this Hollywood money, they can get a streetcar going. Streetcar's going down St. Charles Street, and they're like, all right, everybody, this is our one take. We got the streetcar for 20 minutes. We got to knock this out. They had to do a whole rig. The whole thing was fucked up, but they rebuilt it for this one street, and they did it, and it went off perfectly, and the guy forgot to put film in the camera or something crazy like that. And he, Fincher just went off on him. He's like, you'll never work in this town again. The whole thing cost
that line?
$200,000. Yeah, it was crazy. He had the big, loudspeaker thing like cheerleaders have, threw that on the ground, stepped on it, the whole thing.
I don't blame him. That's inexcusable.
It was crazy.
Did the guy get fired?
Oh, yeah. He's dead now.
Did they do it again? The scene?
Yeah, they had to do it again,
Obviously.
but it cost him, $200,000 or whatever.
It cost him a lot more money to redo it.
What an asshole! He forgot. Wait, that's shit on digital, don't they?
I mean, it was something like that. It wasn't film. That's the 40s.
He made some rookie mistake.
He made some crazy mistake, like lens cap or something ridiculous.
Did they shoot right after that?
Yeah.
And they had to just pay the double.
Yeah, but it was an ordeal.
How uncomfortable is that? When he realized he fucked up and he's got to tell him. Because he's probably all
Going
excited.
again? What?
He's probably all excited, we got it, awesome. And then this guy has to say, I left the lens cap on the camera. Yeah.
Man, working on movies is so stressful, especially if you're on the bottom of the totem pole, because you're so replaceable. They don't give a shit. You fuck up one thing. You have to do this thing where you block the street, and if somebody's like, fuck you, I'm going by, my house is right there, you're like, please sir, we need you to stay here, they're shooting, and he's like, get the fuck out of my face, douche. And then the guy just pushes you out of the way and walks through. You're like, well, I'm fired. That's it.
Oh man, I'm going to be nicer to those guys now.
Do you see?
No, because it gets frustrating.
I know it does.
Living in New York, you've come upon those sets all the time.
I know.
And you kind of addict to that guy. He's at the end of the block. You're like, Jesus, I'm just going away.
I know. I get it. I'm a dick too. But
all right, I'm not doing that anymore.
But there's always that cunty old lady with an umbrella who's like, well, see here, young man, and she pushes you out of the way, and you're like, fuck. There goes the scene.
Be nice, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they look at you like that's why we hired you.
Yeah, exactly.
But they technically can't. You can't make people stop.
No, you can't. You can't touch them. So it's tough.
Right.
Could they just walk through a shot if they want to?
Sure.
Yeah.
There's no one really. I mean, officially, you're allowed to keep walking.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's pretty cool. I didn't know you worked on that movie.
Yeah, I worked on a few movies. Yeah.
And what other ones?
I worked on a movie called From Mexico with Love. It was like this B boxing movie. That was pretty cool. The guy who did Raging Bull did like the fight coordinating. He was the fight coordinator for this.
Oh, okay.
Really fun. Hey, there it is.
Who was in this?
It was a real bomb.
They called it a modern-day Rocky.
Yeah, it was
They're selling the movie.
Stinkaroo.
Was it a bad movie?
So bad, but they had some cool... What's the guy from Scarface? The Friend?
Al Pacino.
Ah, The Friend.
Yeah, I know he is. He was in Stephen Bauer.
Yes. Yeah. He was fun,
I
man.
just read that, by the way.
Huge drunk and huge womanizer. He was great.
He really?
Yeah. Just like a classic fun guy. There he is. He was late every day, reeking of whiskey.
How was his acting? He's good.
Great actor. He would just snap right in. Amazing.
Once you're in Scarface, though, I think in the movie business, once you were the co-star in Scarface, you're kind of a made guy.
Yeah, he was aware of that.
Was he in Bad Boys too? I think he was with Sean Penn, the original.
Got a couple.
We'd have to look him up now.
A couple cool ones.
It was right after Fast Times. Sean, he played Paco Moreno. Was that him or no?
Look at it. Look at how many things he's been in.
Oh yeah.
Wow, we're only in the 2005s, and we've been scrolling for a while.
His
keep going all the way down.
Wikipedia.
Scarface was 1983.
So okay,
he was in Valley Girl. Valley Girl.
Oh, wow.
Valley Girl.
Running Scared.
Was he in?
I don't see Bad Boys on his list.
La Bamba? No, maybe he was not. Who am I mixing up in Bad Boys?
He was in Running Scared.
Red Shoe Diaries. Damn. Forgot about that.
Wow, that's a hell of a career right there. Look at all those fucking movies he was in.
Who's in Bad Boys? I'm fucking this up.
I don't know.
Oh, God damn it.
We got to get we'll get the cast of Bad Boys for you.
No, not that one. The original.
95?
No, Bad Boys is early
80s.
1983. Sean Penn and
Rennie Santoni.
Is that who I'm thinking of? Yeah, I guess so. Wait,
I don't know. Let's take a look.
No. Paco Moreno. Eastside Morales. Okay, yes.
Is that who you're thinking?
Yes. I was not thinking of Stephen Bauer.
That guy. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Right, I just mixed him and Stephen Bauer up.
What do we know about the Prince?
Oh, boy.
I'm supposed to see him this week, so looking forward to the show.
I know, there's a lot of tributes, a lot of Prince songs. Yeah. Wherever you go. Our lobby here is bathed in purple lighting.
Oh, boy. I thought it was AIDS. Turns out it was the Perks.
Yeah.
Is it officially the Perks? I know that's why they landed the plane, about 2 weeks ago now? When they had that emergency landing, it was over, supposedly he had some perks.
Yep.
And he was unresponsive on the plane.
Oh, wow.
We got the 911 call.
And then a week later or 2 weeks later, he's dead? Like, what the fuck?
Not even, right? Maybe 10 days later, something like that. But here's Prince's emergency dispatch audio from the actual plane. TMZ.
Joy car for a medical, Paisley Park, 7801 Audubon Road, 7801 Audubon Road, for a hail down, not breathing. Rescue's been started right now. And nurse, you need a paramedical at Paisley Park, 7801 Audubon Road. Person down, not breathing, time your 6945. Great. One, CPR started. Step 4 CPR started, 949.
That's a different one.
Yeah, I got nothing out of that.
That's not the plane one. Is that actually his house?
Is that the... Wait, but what was that one? That was the one to his house?
Yeah.
When they found him dead? Yeah. Oh, wow, I didn't hear that yet. Okay, but it was all just nonsense noise in that one. But the plane one is... here it is, the FFA audio.
What's the nature of the emergency? What's the nature of the
An unresponsive passenger.
You know, male, female, age, anything?
I do not know that. The West here was getting some of that. He told me unresponsive passenger. That's all I got out of the West.
Got it.
Hey. Jet speed 990, was it a male or female passenger?
Male passenger.
And 990 was a male or female? I'm sorry, I missed it.
It's a male passenger.
It's a male passenger. So that was... that was
the whole call.
I don't know why they decided, okay, let's just end it there. That always bothers me. There had to be something else worth playing, no?
Yeah.
It is amazing we have access to 911 calls, though.
Yeah.
That seems like it shouldn't be legal.
Yeah, exactly.
Why
It's
is
insane.
that? Does anyone know the official answer? That's part of the public record?
It's public record for some reason. I don't know why.
Jesus.
I'm not sure why. So always be careful what you say when you're making an announcement. Don't be a blubbering fool.
Right.
Holy shit, he's dead!
Oh my God, I can't believe it. I was just doing something sexual with someone of the same gender. There's been an accident. Oh no, why did I say that?
I just pulled my penis out of his anus.
Oh no, he's dead.
Oh
Come
shit.
quick, I'm at the glory hole.
Yeah.
You're recording this? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
What about that family? I want to talk about the family in Ohio. 8 of them murdered. The same family.
Crazy.
That's a drug thing.
They think it might
That's
be.
pretty obvious.
Or they said it was some kind of a weird derby thing one of them would do, like a demolition derby. And there had been some threats made.
But they were part of a marijuana growing operation. That's all you need to know. In the end, it has to do with that. Has to.
Yeah, unless it was just a bunch of robberies and it's a big coincidence. It's all the same family in different houses.
Wow.
The infants weren't killed. There was babies or like really young kids that weren't killed. 16 is the youngest. Mm-hmm. Maybe they didn't know the other people were in the house.
But it was different houses too, huh?
Yep. Different locations.
That's some scary shit.
Yes.
8 family members killed execution style in Ohio. Execution style? That sounds like drugs.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, is this mob shit?
They had a Facebook threat. Well, the Colombians don't usually make Facebook threats, do they?
Wow.
I'm going to unlike you. Terrible for Colombian accent.
I like that you think it has to do with derby racing.
They actually speculated that at first. That
it would be that serious?
Derby racing?
Like
kill kids?
When there are no kids killed. But it's you never know what sparks. No, 16 was the youngest. The kids were not killed.
That's a kid.
All right.
That's a kid. Yeah, you can't fuck them.
Yeah, just
not in this state. But they said that there were some threats made or some really weird things that happened with that. You never know what spark. It could be the jealous ex-boyfriend that kills the family.
It's drugs.
It's got to be drugs.
You're probably right.
Different houses, execution style, and they had a marijuana growing operation.
Is that the kid?
Yeah.
Holy shit. He's handsome.
There's a Facebook threat aimed at him.
Ah.
What was the threat? Oh, they
didn't say.
Oh, wow. That's just horrible.
Damn.
What is this? This is the story?
Why would you make a fucking Facebook threat and then kill the family? That's really a dumb move.
Yeah, pretty traceable.
Yeah.
Let's listen to the story from the New York Daily News site. They're really boring with these things, though.
Paul?
Huh?
This is the audio for the
We can't hear Paul's.
The audio of what?
This is the 911 audio for.
Oh, no. That's, all right. That's it. I'm sure. I think it's going to come down to some kind of drug beef.
Man, I didn't even hear about this.
With another growing operation.
Mm-hmm.
Is the cartel all the way up there?
I'm sure they could hire people. Yeah, they do things where there's a whole big union thing where the cartel murderers, a lot of them were non-union. They were farming out the work, and the union murderers. The union murderers.
In other news, Tom Brady, he's going to have to sit those 4 games, it's looking like. But then they're saying that they're going to try to take this all the way to the Supreme Court.
I want they fucking stop it. It's a fucking... This is what the courts are tied up with, this shit. This fucking shit. There's all these amazingly important things happening in this country, and the U.S. Supreme Court is going to be tied up with this shit.
Yeah.
Did the guy throw a soft football or no? Who?
All right.
Fucking cares.
When all teams cheat. All teams try to get that advantage.
I don't know who's being bigger cunts, the Patriots or probably the NFL on this one.
Well, I mean, Brady doesn't want people to think he did something wrong, so that's why they're fighting this. Because in the end, whatever, you sit the 4 games, he'll be nice and rested.
Right.
That would probably be an advantage for the Patriots. 4 less games that he has to do some, get hit.
Yeah, but that may be the playoffs he gets to sit too if they're 1-3 in those 4 games.
Well, yeah, you got to win it. You probably got to at least go. You got to go 2-2 while he's out. Probably. Appeals court finally nails Tom, and the Daily News has it right in the balls.
Oh boy,
Appeals court finally nails Tom right in the balls, and then they have Tom Brady hunched over, bent over, like you got hit in the balls.
But it's amazing how the NFL is pushing this. Like the NFL is obviously appealing They didn't just accept the ruling. And I'm not saying they shouldn't appeal it, but he's one of their biggest stars. He's a huge moneymaker for the NFL.
Yeah.
And they're really pushing to have him suspended. Is it they just didn't like their authority question? Like they knew they had him. And maybe they're right in this one. Like they knew Brady did this, and they're like, look, you got caught, you got to fucking eat it, and he's fighting it in legitimate court.
Yeah, the appellate court in a 2-1 decision Monday reinstated the ban handed down by NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell for Brady's alleged role in the Deflategate scandal.
Damn, I thought this was over.
It's been a while. It's ongoing. And Trump said, what did Trump say? Leave Brady alone?
I don't know. Why is he commenting? I like the guy. I like Trump. Stop it. You want to run the free world. Who gives a fuck about Brady? What if he did something wrong?
Yeah.
They're friends, though.
So what? I'm friends with Trump. He doesn't fucking ever defend me.
You're friends with Trump.
Yeah,
but
I'm
you
friends
don't
with
get in
Don
trouble.
Trump.
You're a sweet
Don
boy.
Trump's a buddy of mine.
Oh.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Not the older one, the younger.
Oh, the new weird one.
The new weird one.
The younger one.
Push play of this. What happened?
Oh, he's in Warwick, Rhode Island. Of course he's going to say that.
Yeah.
That's just smart. And he was in Pittsburgh recently. He said, I wish that whore would stop bothering Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
What are you doing there, Paul? All right. Huh? Oh, all right. Start from the beginning, maybe. Fuck it.
Peckers.
Well, I want to thank you. First of all, let's start by saying, leave Tom Brady alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. He's a great guy. It's enough. It's enough.
That's some pandering, huh?
Yeah, come on.
That's some pandering right there.
He shouldn't be involved in the football.
I don't think he would have said that in New York.
Or Indianapolis.
Before the New York primary.
Say that in Indianapolis again with the Colt fans there.
Yeah. It was so funny because after his big win in New York, they thought he was sounding more presidential. He didn't refer to Ted Cruz as lying Ted and all that. So like, oh, is he starting to be presidential? And then the next day he was right back with all the insults and calling him lying Ted. And did you see the latest one with John Kasich? He's commenting about his eating.
Oh, no.
I guess John Kasich eats really badly.
No, really?
Is it that he eats a lot or his way of eating?
He said John Kasich is a disgusting human being.
So, to answer your question, no, I don't think Trump is turning the corner and becoming more presidential. He probably had a moment after the New York primary, but he's back to his old tricks. And that's what the people want at these rallies.
Yeah, that's what keeps the ratings up.
I don't think they really want to hear about policy for the most part at these rallies.
No.
They want a show.
Right, they want to cheer and chant.
And this guy's a showman, that's for sure. You can't argue that point. This is what he had to say about John Kasich.
Nick, I don't think he knows what... did you see him? He has a news conference all the time when he's eating. I have never seen a human being eat in such a disgusting fashion. I'm always telling my young son, Barron, I'm saying, and I always with my kids, all of them, I'd say, children, small little bites, small. This guy takes a pancake and he's in his mouth. It's disgusting. Do you want that for your president? I don't think so.
That's not a very strong policy argument.
I don't care how he eats.
Yeah, I don't care if he eats pancakes by doing a headstand and having them fucking croquet mallet it into his asshole. If he lowers my taxes. I don't care if he eats pancake batter out of a child's vagina.
Just lower my fucking taxes.
Yeah, I don't care how he eats pancakes.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, what about Taft? He was huge.
Oh, I'm sure he ate like a slob. I want to hear the rest of that clip there, Paul.
Also,
we were just stopping for a second to give some commentary.
Did you hear? You could hear the publicist in his ear, like, I was telling my kids, I love all my kids. He had to throw that in. I see them all the time.
I think that's not true.
No.
Do you think he loves his kids? I'm sure he does.
But he never sees them.
Yeah.
Well, we got some press from an old interview we did where he talked about how he never changed a diaper.
Right.
It's an old interview from Opie and Anthony that made the rounds last couple days. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, where he admitted he doesn't change diapers.
He's fucking worth $4 billion. I don't blame him. What $4 billion person is scooping baby shit out of a diaper?
Yeah, I guess you get a nanny.
Well, if you're in a nice relationship and a nice marriage, you just do it though.
No, I'm sure he's in
do it.
No, he's sitting on top of a $4 billion empire. I'm sure he's in a good marriage, but it's like
if you're a real family man, it doesn't matter what you do or how much money you make. For real.
You'd
actually would want to do that.
I don't know.
It's not a chore. It's something you would want to do for your kid.
I don't know. Baby pussy.
Yeah, it's
cleaning out baby pussy is a little weird.
Yeah,
that is a little weird.
He's just one of those guys. He's not a diaper changer.
Right.
I don't blame him one bit. That's the part about having kids that I wouldn't want. Like, he's having kids the way I'd want to have them. Worth $1 billion. Yep. Change that thing.
I thought when I had kids that diaper thing would be like, yeah, but it's whatever. It's not even that big of a deal.
I respect the fact that he won't go near a diaper. He delegates that to somebody. You clean it.
Yeah.
Let the wife do it. Clean it. Yeah, make sure he's healthy. Put your nose in there. He rubs his wife's nose in it.
Let the second class citizen do it.
Absolutely. You're worth fucking $4 billion. You don't change diapers. You run shit. Run shit.
Does the wife change them?
Probably not, and she
Probably
shouldn't.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, you hire someone.
Push play on this.
I don't think so. Honestly, it's disgusting. And then one of the things he said, they make a deal. Politicians, they're no good for deals. So they make a deal at 11:30 last night. The deal is done. And this morning they talked to Kasich, and he goes, I'm going to Indiana. We're leading in Indiana. We have tremendous support in Indiana. It's a great place. Same thing happened, by the way. Jobs are being sucked out of there by Mexico, and they're all moving to Mexico and other places. China's taking our business. But, I look at it, and I see Kasich. You know what he approved? NAFTA.
He approved what?
Why did the clip cut off there?
Gawker just cuts the clip there. They were bored at that point?
Yeah, they're trying to be a political site instead of a disgusting fucking vulture site, and they cut it right before he makes a point, whether it was a right or wrong point.
Yeah, they should at least let him finish his thought, or you cut the video before that.
I don't mind Kasich eating like a pig. That actually, he's more of a real person.
Yeah, exactly. Like Bill Clinton used to mow through a McDonald's.
Yeah, fuck him. Let him eat how he wants.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm looking at Kasich eating. It doesn't look out of the ordinary.
No, what's more American than that? Oh, my God.
He loves...
That's a good point. What is more American? He's just shoving good food in his face.
I would assume there's a lot of Trump supporters that have shitty eating habits, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
When you assume that?
Sure.
Does he have a nickname for Kasich? And why is he talking about Kasich? He's pretty much left him alone during this whole thing.
Because he's now with Cruz.
Yeah, against Trump.
They've lined up against Trump.
Right.
The two babies can't handle the fact that neither one of them can get anything going by themselves, so they decided to team up.
Mm-hmm. That's not smart.
No.
In the end.
It is not. But they got to do something. It's like, what else are they going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
They need that contested convention. And then what happens, though?
I don't know. It's going to come down to Hill and the Trump.
Does Bernie go rogue and start a third-party thing to fuck shit up?
I think he's done.
He said he's going all the way to California.
Well,
and they said, look, he doesn't have a shot at this, but he's staying in for whatever reason. Why would he stay in?
He's 74.
And he just loves the limelight?
Well, yeah, I mean, for a politician, this is a huge thing. And he's creating enough conversation. Like, people love him.
Oh, yeah.
So why not?
But in the end, if it doesn't make a difference, why is he doing it? He's not helping his party. He loves the adulation, that's for sure.
Maybe he doesn't like Hillary, or maybe he doesn't care about helping the party.
That's why I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Does he go rogue and say, fuck it, let's go third party on this shit?
It's also not technically over. Like, Hillary, in the last primaries, when she was going up against Obama, she didn't drop out until June.
Was she mathematically eliminated at that point?
I don't think at that point she was doing great.
She didn't have a shot at it anymore? He officially doesn't have a shot at it, though. He can't. He has to win over 100% of the delegates remaining to get the number.
That's not going to happen.
So, but no, a lot of people wonder why the fuck he's still in this thing.
Well, he's changed some lives, He's made an impact.
Right. And John Kasich's still in it, and there's no reason why he should be in this anymore.
Yeah, he's just...
And then if they take the nomination away from Trump, then you got him possibly going rogue.
I'm Team Ben Carson.
There you go.
Good old Ben.
That's who I'm going for.
Benny Carson.
Yes. He should do stand-up. That'd be a good twist for him.
Oh, my God. that dry delivery of his.
Yeah.
Very soft spoken.
His knife stories.
He doesn't understand where the point of the thing. Like if he told a joke, it would be like, 2 Jews walk into a bar. They own it. He would just not have any emphasis on it. You'd be like, all right, what?
Right.
I don't know why that's such a famous joke. It stinks.
It's not great.
It's a terrible joke. But take my wife, please. I guess that was funny when he said it.
Yeah, because it was like, whoa, he shit on his wife.
Yeah, or like, I thought he was going to say, take my wife, for instance, or for example.
Right.
But he said, please, like, get rid of this bitch.
Right.
Guy walks into a bar, says, ow. Now that's a joke.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. I didn't write it, folks.
Well, who did?
And then Trump blasts the Cruz, Kasich partnership. Might as well play this. We just referenced this one.
You know, if you collude in business, or if you collude in the stock market, they put you in jail. But in politics, because it's a rigged system, because it's a corrupt enterprise, in politics, you're allowed to collude. So they colluded, and actually I was happy, because it shows how weak they are. It shows how pathetic they are.
100% right.
But it takes 2 guys, long-time politicians, to try and get together to try and beat Trump, and yet they're way behind. And I said to myself, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. And here's the key. I've only been doing this for 10 months. I haven't even been doing it very long.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that he calls it out for being corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, again, he's a billionaire businessman. I'm sure he's had his share of looking the other way for things that might
I would
not seem
imagine
right.
he took advantage of some of that corruption
Yeah,
over the
of
years.
course. Absolutely. But a guy calling it out from a position of a guy who has really profited from it, at least he does know what he's talking about. Mm-hmm. And none of them ever call it out.
Right.
It's kind of nice to see it being spoken about.
I'm getting tired of the whole thing. It's too long of a process.
I think I think they do that almost on purpose,
just to wear everyone out.
They wear you out, man. They wear you down, and then you finally just go, all right, this one or that one.
Yeah, I was surprised when Louis was in here because he's so anti-Trump. And when you told him you were for Trump, he was just like, how about that? I thought he was going to give you the business.
I'll debate Trump all day because I know why I like him.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know why I like him, and I feel like I can defend it. And
yeah, you said that, and he goes, that's fair.
Yeah.
Female Ted Cruz lookalike from Maury signs on to do porn flick for $10,000.
Boy, that's low.
Well, look at her, though. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
That's...
Oh, man, yeah, that's rough.
She does it like that.
Oh, you haven't seen this yet?
No. Oh my God, she's awesome.
It's pretty fucking close.
Jesus.
That's great.
And then there was a wild story that Ted Cruz's father might have had something to do with the JFK assassination. Read that little thing
I
from
read
the National
that.
Enquirer?
Come on.
Read in the assassination of what capacity. That's a very...
Had a meeting. Was Ted Cruz's father really pictured with JFK assassin Lee Harvey Oswald? National Enquirer attacks Cruz again. They're circling this.
Are they Cuban?
We'll tweet out this picture. They're circling this guy from back in the day, and they're saying that could be, some would say that's Ted Cruz's father.
Where's that Oswald they're circling? That looks like Oswald.
No, this is Oswald.
Where?
To the left. That's Oswald there, and that's they're circling the guy that they want you to take a look at, and do you think that's Ted Cruz's father?
I bet you it has something to do with the Cuban angle. I think is Ted Cruz Cuban or is that Rubio? It is Rubio. Okay, so it has nothing to do with that.
You know, Ted Cruz, the whole thing is he's Canadian.
Yeah.
But his father,
I was literally way off.
Yeah, just the country separating the two.
Thank you very much.
No, but his father is he's something.
Yeah, he is Latin.
I think he's Latin or something.
Yeah, he's Latin, but I mean,
the tabloid believes they have uncovered photographic proof that Ted Cruz's father, Rafael Cruz, spent time with the JFK assassin Lee Harvey Oswald.
Who noticed that?
Fidel Castro regime. So he's promoting the Fidel Castro regime, and he was hanging with possibly Lee Harvey.
Yeah, Harvey. That doesn't mean anything. His dad met with, and he didn't know. What do you think? He wore a fucking shirt that said, "I'm going to kill the president someday." Just a guy.
He wore a raspberry beret. Go back to the Maury Povich. Here we go. $10,000 for this thing.
But what's the porn going to be?
I don't know. It's going to be great, and I'm going to fucking watch it. Whatever it is, I respect it.
I mean, I'm going to watch it, but I don't get the plot.
Not just because
she looks like him.
She looks like him. All
It's only
made
6
up.
minutes.
It's a 6-minute porn.
Yeah, it's with her husband. It's for X-Hamster.
Oh, really? The couple seems to be doing much better now that porn site X Hamster offered them $10,000 to make their own sex tape. So what? This broad's down on her luck.
They have no money.
Why were they on Maury? Oh, one of those 5 men tested? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Will I find my daughter's father today?
Jesus.
Wow.
Fuck you. You don't know me. Go back to school. You don't know me.
It's starting to seem like Maury's exploitive with that stuff.
Yeah. he loves doing those shows.
The husband wants to buy a truck with the money that they're getting. It's just,
classic.
Awesome. What are you supposed to do? You're already fucking one. You might as well buy one. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Someone's pop-locked into the seat.
Oh, my God. And they should have held out for more money. She looks just like Ted Cruz. We're going to give you more.
Yeah. But shouldn't they find a guy who looks like Ted Cruz?
They did.
That's
what does she look like besides Ted Cruz?
I can't put my finger on it.
Can you blow her face up
It is.
without the hair? without the
Oh God, who is that?
Wait,
it's kind of like a fat Cher. No.
See if I can find pictures of her online.
No.
God, her face reminds me of somebody, and I just don't know if it's male or female.
Yeah,
God, have I said that before? But I don't know where her.
I don't know.
I don't know. A little Marilyn Manson-y?
Yeah, play the audio Maury Povich with the Ted Cruz lookalike.
Oh, she's probably going to have a short hairdo and suck dick. Oh, that's going to be fucking great. Oh, God, please give her a Ted Cruz hairdo and make her suck dick in a suit. That stupid voice he has.
Right. Suck like Trump's dick. That would be fun.
Porn people are awesome. Jesus.
They really are fun.
They're the greatest.
Have you ever seen porn parodies like Seinfeld porn?
They don't turn me on, but I admire the creativity and the fact that they always find an angle.
There's a silliness to it.
Yeah.
Willy Wonka porn. There's everything.
We got to wait through this commercial.
Hey, Chelsea Peretti.
Good old Chelsea Peretti.
What is that commercial?
Nice.
Chelsea and she's marrying Jordan.
Right.
From, can we see that?
Key and Peele.
Yeah, Key and Peele.
Let's see what it is for.
Yeah, it's an ad for booking.
It's just for booking one of those apps for booking hotels and trips.
That's smart. That they're probably getting the wedding paid for.
Yeah.
And
help is on the way.
We're helpless to resist another Ted Cruz lookalike, only this one is a she.
And that hurts like hell.
It started with tweets like, I just saw Ted Cruz on Maury. That would be the Maury Povich show, where Circe Hayes claimed her fiance is the father of her baby, not someone else.
How could he be the father?
You think they look alike?
Yes. Maury, look at that. The eyes, the nose, the whole face, Maury.
But these eyes, these noses are what had folks saying it's uncanny.
Really?
We asked Circe in a Facebook exchange, how do you feel about being compared to Ted Cruz? She answered, I don't know, because everybody says that I look like him and that could possibly be my brother or my twin. It seems like Cruz is always being compared to somebody, be it Grandpa Monster or the Zodiac Killer or Christian heavy metal rocker Michael Sweet.
What about Liberace, stupid? No, terrible. He doesn't look like that.
But this is Cruz's first female doppelganger. We asked Circe, do you see the resemblance? She wrote,
Circe? Oh, no.
I think I do.
It's the queen from Game of Thrones. Ooh.
Kind of I do, and my boyfriend even sees the resemblance. She
What?
Go back.
Oh, you're reading.
I do, and my boyfriend even sees the resemblance. That would be Freddie.
You want to be the father, don't you?
Yeah, I want to be the father.
The proof is in Maury's famous DNA tests, which prompted one poster to crack. The results from the tests are in. Ted, you are not the nominee. As for Circe's fiance,
Freddie, you are the father.
a happy ending. But in the case of Ted and his latest twin,
There we go.
DNA
Thank
stands
God.
for
That worked
does
out.
not apply.
Worked out in the end.
Let's get that porno money.
The resemblance is pretty creepy. Only 10,000 though. You were on Maury. They would have gave you more.
Yeah.
That was probably worth 20 G's if you just would have hung in there for a little bit.
At least.
Let's say hi to Mike in Jersey. Mikey.
Yeah, hey, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, I just want to let you guys know that Trump does have a nickname for Kasich. It's 1 for 38 Kasich.
Why 1 for 38?
He only won one state so far, right?
Jesus.
Hello?
Yeah,
Okay.
only one state.
Yeah, 1 for 38. Thank you, sir.
You got it.
I don't know if he's really working that nickname, though. All right, we got to take a break. We're going to have Jay Williams coming in. Our new friend, promoting Life is Not an Accident, a memoir of reinvention. That book's been out for a little while.
He just likes to come in and hang, I think. He just enjoys coming in and hanging out.
Yeah, we hit it off. We go back and forth a little bit on the text messaging. I told him to come on in and just hang with us.
All right.
So we got him. He'll be in a few minutes. We got Mark Norman. He's playing Zane. He's in Nashville, May 13th and 14th. And he's on Conan O'Brien on May 23rd.
And then the Comedy Mix of Vancouver that weekend after that. I need you out. I don't know anybody in Vancouver.
Is that a club, the Comedy Mix?
Great club.
Oh, cool.
Great club in Vancouver.
26th through the 28th.
Thank you.
Comedy Mix in Vancouver. Mark Norman, a fucking hilarious comic.
Yeah, very funny dude. And I have next weekend, not this weekend, Thursday the 5th, I'm in Maryland at Ram's Head Inn. This is a rock club, I think. And then Friday the 6th, Sands Hotel in Bethlehem, PA. Thursday and Friday, the 26th and 27th, L.A., my first headline L.A. gig in years. It used to be Club No Key. It's called the Novo now. And then the Friday, I'll be in Vegas at the Terry Fedor Theater. And then June 11th, my first time ever in the Hamptons.
Ooh,
Yeah.
la-di-da.
I'm going to wear a suit for that one.
Wow.
I'm lying.
I don't believe it.
Nice. All right, we will return. And, sure.
Go
Jimmy's got to go pee.
Who needs you?
Scram!
Yeah, we were just talking about almost getting in a fight on the sidewalk.
You almost got in 2 fights?
I almost got in 2 fights in one day. It was like a full moon or some shit.
You gotta have a kid.
What?
When you have a kid, you don't get into those situations as much.
Well, I mean, I wasn't looking for it. I mean, a kid, I don't know how that'll help me. What, am I going to throw the baby at it, then punch him?
Well, I had some scraps in my day.
Oh, you have you?
Sure.
Really? Let's hear it. What? The gay bar got wild?
The gay bar. I was fighting a cabbie through the little hole.
Whoa!
One day.
Let's hear it.
Well, he was dropping us off. I've told the story a few times, but at my old apartment, my now wife was getting out, and he kind of moved forward, and she went flying. I'm like, what the fuck? And he got mad that I said, what the fuck?
Uh-huh.
So I went for a swing through the little square hole, and then he tried to swing back at me.
Wow.
And then we both got out of the cab, and at that point I realized I'm going to get the shit kicked out of me. I'm like, fuck me. Intimidating. I remember him being intimidating. And then just like a movie, another cab comes rolling through slowly, basically saying, is there a problem here? And the cabbies make eye contact, and the one that wanted to beat the shit out of me, because he's more pissed at me, even though he was the one that kind of like made my wife kind of go flying in a way. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating, but it was definitely a little bit of a thing. And I think he realized I can't do shit now because there's now a witness in my own fucking company.
Well, it's like a gang.
And then he jumped in the cab, slammed his door, and kind of screeched off.
Wow.
But I'm thinking to myself, thank fucking God.
Wait. The other cabbie made him stop?
No, he was out of his. The guy I was going to fight was out. We were out. We were squaring off. And I'm sitting there like, holy fuck! I think I'm going to have to actually fight. And I'm sizing up the guy. I'm like, I'm going to get my ass kicked. Yeah. And then another cab came rolling through. Just happened to be. It was a side street too, so I was lucky. And he basically like rolled the window down, like, is there a problem here or something like that? I don't know the exact.
But why would that make him stop?
I don't know.
Oh,
but
weird.
He did, because I remember being relieved, like, okay, I don't have to fucking, get my ass handed to me in front of my chick.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have done all right. I don't know.
Yeah, you could knock a turban off.
You never know.
Yeah.
But what happened last night?
Two things happened. So I was already angry. One thing happened in the afternoon where I got yelled at by like a Hispanic guy who's like, you're in the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker. And then
what neighborhood were you in?
I was in the Lower East Side with a girl. We just walked out of a restaurant and they bumped into her, or he bumped into her. And he was like, get off the sidewalk, show some respect. He had like face tattoos and shit. And she was like, all right, relax. And then once she said relax, he
said relax.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And once she said that, it was over. And he wouldn't let up. Like, you don't know what it's like. You come in our neighborhood and you fuck, blah, blah. We're like, dude, there's a restaurant. Yell at them. We're just eating.
Yeah.
And, you're talking about disrespecting. You're yelling at us on the sidewalk.
I'd have thrown a karate kick at him.
Yeah.
What part of the Lower East Side?
It was on like Clinton Street and Delancey.
That's like still old school New York down there.
I guess so.
They're still kind of, building up and changing.
Yeah, and he was not crazy about the changing.
But, I mean, it's inevitable.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And, it used to be a Jewish neighborhood, so what the fuck? You push them out.
Right.
It's just how it goes.
That's a cool part of New York, though, that Lower East Side.
I used to live on Ludlow. I loved it.
How did it end, though?
I was just like, all right, Jesus, we're leaving. Take it easy. We were walking out. And he just, like, kept screaming the other way. Could hear the screaming, like, ah.
Did he follow you?
No, he followed us for, like, half a block and then eventually turned around.
But you could hear the screaming getting fainter and fainter?
Yeah, yeah.
And you were getting more and more relieved?
Yeah, totally. But, and then that was at, like, 7 or 6, and then at 11, I'm walking down Christopher Street, got the earbuds in. I told Jimmy this. And this little guy, probably like 5'3", is running up behind me, goes, hey, fella, you okay? You okay? And I was like, what the hell does this guy want? And I go, yeah, what's up? He goes, we're patrolling, just making sure you're okay. I'm like, patrolling? What are you talking about? And I kind of gave him like what are you doing? And he goes, white bitch, and walks away. He was like a little Mexican guy. And I was like, white bitch, fuck you. And he goes, and then he goes, fuck you. And we have like a fuck you off. And then he walked away.
What was that about?
I don't know. What the hell's... I think it's gay code. Patrolling? I mean, I'm in Christopher Street.
Are you patrolling?
It probably means you out cruising or something.
Yeah, I guess. But the white bitch, why do we got to make it racial?
Does anyone know what patrolling means?
I don't know. We're patrolling.
I do not. I told Mark when he told me that I was so happy I didn't know what that meant.
Right.
It would have been embarrassing.
Were you sashaying or anything? Why would you give the impression that you were patrolling?
I was skipping in a thong, but I don't know.
You're just naturally sexy, Mark. You bring that up. You can't help it.
Might have been the Daisy Dukes, but I think he was like, you want to get crazy? And then when I looked at him like, what? What are you talking about? He was like, he doesn't know. Fuck him.
Oh, that he was just mad that he made a mistake.
Yeah.
Why is the guy making a thing out of it, though? Like,
I know.
He thought he read the situation, and he was wrong.
Well, I think it's like when you hit on a girl and she shoots you down, you go, fucking dyke.
Okay.
That was his version of fucking lesbian.
That's true. Dyke.
But still, I don't know. Just call me a straight douche. I don't get white bitch.
Right.
You were hitting on me.
Can't help it. Looking all sexy in the village, that's what you get.
I guess so, yeah.
Fucking breaking hearts.
You're a good-looking man there, Mark Norman.
Jeez.
You're going to have to deal with that shit, right?
Can't help it. Can't be down there at that hour.
Yeah, people can't help themselves.
I live down there. I guess I had like a puss on, too, so I thought he was on to me. I thought he was like, you okay? You need a hug? But no, he just wanted some sweet Norman helmet.
Little helmet in his mouth.
Yeah.
He probably wanted to push you up against the wall and kiss you deep. His little 5'3" frame.
Yeah.
All held safe by you.
Hey, this is pretty cool. I got some vinyl in front of me. The Hateful Eight vinyl LP. There were only 1,000 made globally, and each are hand-pressed, stamped, and numbered.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
What numbers did we get? 164 of 1,000. Wow, this is a real fucking collector's item.
Wait a minute, from the movie?
164 and 163 of 1,000. Numbered.
All right, well.
Hateful Eight is now out on Blu-ray. Also, the soundtrack is now available through iTunes. Can we just give them away to random callers? Should we make them work for it?
I say always make them work for it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, if you want to win a Hateful Eight vinyl LP, give us a call right now.
That one's cool because it was recorded at Abbey Road.
Whoa.
Like Ennio Morricone
Check that
recorded it at Abbey Road in front of people.
How about...
It's not just the soundtrack.
All right, well, call up and we'll give them out. We got 2 of them to give away, but you're going to have to work for it.
You got to give one piece of really great dialogue from that movie?
Yeah.
You have to do something.
Okay.
No, that's so easy to look up.
Yeah, but if you do it well...
We have to like it.
How about some trivia about the interview?
about the.
Oh my God, you're right. A little trivia about the interview. Is that how I said it? I don't remember.
Yes, it is.
Do you
The
like
Frankie
that?
Edgar.
I love it.
The Frankie Edgar interview.
Yeah, or we can wait after Jay's done.
No, let's do it with the. I mean, because
Sure.
if they're still listening, they're really into this show.
That's a good
because that
point.
was a while ago.
Or their radio's broken.
Yeah,
That's true.
Exactly. Or this fucking Stephen Hawking.
I also got the definition of patrolling.
Thank you, Kenny, walking in.
Searching for a spot to do you. Seeking a destination to perform a particular and, in few cases, ethically questionable action.
Mm-hmm.
Paul got some flowers. Let's get patrolling in the park for a sesh.
Well, there you go.
There's too many ratchets patrolling the club tonight.
Well, this kid was a little... he's one angry gay, just like, buy me dinner first or talk me into it, sweep me off my feet.
So he was looking for some action. He was looking for the Mark Norman helmet.
Yeah, and he turned quick.
The Mark Norman helmet, by the way, will be at Zany's in Nashville, May 13th and 14th. And you need help with the comedy mix in Vancouver, May 26th through the 28th.
Yeah.
Let's play trivia about the interview. We'll take a random call here, all right? Hi, who's this?
This is random caller Chuck from Phoenix.
All right.
How are you? So I have to give you a question about the interview, and you have to see if you were paying attention, correct?
Okay.
We interviewed Frankie. What was his last name?
Oh, the guy who just had...
You failed!
You're out of there.
Trivia about the interview, claims a victim.
Let's move on. Hi, who's this? Oh, that guy hung up already. Man, he didn't even want to play.
No, he didn't.
After how you handled the last one. Let's try this guy. Hi, who's this?
It's Chris in Connecticut.
Hello, Chris. You're playing trivia about the interview, getting the Hateful Eight record. Frankie, who was my last interview?
Frankie Aldador?
No. That is incorrect. You have failed.
Just give me a fucking record.
Trivia about the interview.
All right.
Flop.
Let's go to this guy. Hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Matt in Connecticut.
All right, Matt.
Hi, Matt in Connecticut. Frankie Edgar was my last interview. What part of New Jersey is he from? Quickly.
Patterson.
Fail! You get nothing. You get shit in your socks.
Hi, who's this?
Trivia about the interview casualty.
Go ahead, sir.
Tom from Massachusetts.
That's the river that Frankie Edgar's from. You win the record. Congratulations, Tom. You pass.
Yeah, right.
Trivia about the interview. Give your information to Travis.
Yeah? All right. You win, brother. Stay on the line. Line 5 won a Hateful Eight LP.
All right.
All
Cool.
right.
You can always tell when Jim's getting bored with trivia about the interview.
All right. And
I forgot we have some production, too.
Oh, you do? Let's share the production.
Shall we play it?
Yes. Trivia about the interview.
Nice.
Hi, who's this? You're on, brother.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Welcome to Trivia about the interview. I wish I said it in a less irritating way. Are you ready to play?
Sure.
Where did Frankie Edgar speculate there will be a UFC fight that was breaking news?
No clue.
Wrong, you piece of human garbage. It was Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, I think he let that slip.
Yep.
That was more than a rumor, I think.
Yeah. Exclusive.
Hi, who's this?
This is Jason from North Carolina.
Welcome
what's
aboard,
up?
Jason from NC. Which bathroom you calling from?
Exactly.
I'm being cute.
I'm calling from the men's room.
Okay, cool.
Man, woman beside me.
Now, let's see here. What is the date of the first New York UFC match?
July.
Wrong! Hang yourself. Trivia about the interview continues.
Wow, all right.
Trivia about the interview.
Oh, my God. It's our only production piece. We can finally get to you. I'm kidding. Troy, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Jesus. Of course I'm kidding. Hi, who's this?
This is Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. Did you listen to the interview?
I did listen to it.
Okay, little trivia about the interview. Who did Frankie Edgar say he trained with that kicked him really hard?
Damn it. Foreign guy name?
Foreign guy name. You're halfway home.
It seems like he was Brazilian. He kicked him in his nose and it almost broke it.
No, you're combining two stories, which means you win nothing. The man's name was Edson Barboza, and the other guy was Benson Henderson, who nose kicked him. Two completely different nationalities. Thank you very much for playing. Please never listen again. Who's next?
This guy's next. Who are you?
A foreign guy?
Hello. Hello, sir. You're playing trivia about the interview. It's a big game. Listeners are gathering around their radios. Are you ready?
Yes.
What part of Frankie Edgar was kicked off in the ring?
The side post.
What?
I didn't even listen. I'm driving to work now.
Why would you play trivia about the interview? You're not going to win.
Every day I got to drive to work.
But it's impossible to win if you didn't hear the interview.
Bubkiss?
Well, come on, give me a chance here.
You want to give him another chance?
I just gave you a chance.
Yeah, that was the chance.
Yeah, you didn't even listen. You're not supporting our interviews. Sir, these are people who support us.
Support every interview of yours.
Who is Frankie Edgar fighting next?
Charlie Pasadena.
He wins. Nothing. Thank you for wasting our time.
All right, let's go to
trivia about the interview. This segment stinks. Hello.
We're almost there. Go ahead, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Michael from New Jersey.
Hello, Michael. Why didn't Frankie Edgar's opponent show up today for the interview?
Because he shot himself.
That's incorrect. Unless it was in the eye with cum, and that's why he couldn't come downstairs. You almost got it.
I think Jimmy would have accepted almost anything, too.
Yes, I would have.
All right, let's try line 3. Boy, they are lit, though. People want to play trivia about the interview.
Please, let's play the stinger. Little trivia about the interview. Wow, that's good stuff. Hello.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Brian from New Jersey.
Okay.
Oh, Brian from New Jersey. That's Frankie Edgar's home. Let's see. What can I ask? What color jeans was Frankie wearing?
Blue.
I don't know if that's true or not, so I have to ask another question. Was it true?
Yeah.
Were they blue?
Yeah.
Mark's saying they were blue.
But ask another one. We want him to lose.
I don't know. I kind of want this guy to win. Let's see here.
You played in Red Bank last month. You were awesome.
Thank you very much. That's helping. How many children does Frankie Edgar have?
Oh.
2.
No, that's Greg Hughes. You fail. Trivia about the interview.
Technically, he has 2.
But yeah, he does have 2, but he has another one. It's like Mitch Hedberg. I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too. Next caller, please.
Really?
Thank you, though.
But he got the jeans right.
He did get the jeans right, but he guessed that I don't trust Mark Norman. He doesn't even know what fucking patrolling means.
That's true.
The interview. Wow, I'm pumped. I am pumped. Let's see here. Who vacated the featherweight title that Frankie and Jose are fighting for?
That's you, sir. Sir. Oh, my God.
Or lady.
Hello.
Yeah, you.
Are you there?
No, I'm just assuming they're all sirs.
I'm pretty sure this is the guy who already won. You picked him up again.
Yeah.
Well, what?
I haven't had time to. I'm doing other stuff.
Oh, did you already win one?
Yes.
All right, stay
okay.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll put something up so you don't.
All right, no worries. All right. Hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Matt from San Antonio.
Okay.
Hello, Matt from San Antonio. Who vacated the featherweight title that Frankie and Jose Aldo Jr. are fighting for?
I don't know, but E-Rock's a fat piece of shit. Did you get a record?
I didn't hear you, sir.
Something about E-Rock's a fat piece of shit.
Well, that's not incorrect.
We're going to the judges for that one.
Oh, my God. Really?
They say no. You were close, but you did not get it. But an excellent guess. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Wow. Let's
trivia about the interview. Hello.
Hi, who's this?
Hello?
Hey.
Yeah, hi. You calling about the vinyl?
Sure. We got trivia about the interview.
We're playing trivia about the interview.
As Jay Williams just walked
Hello,
in.
Jay.
What's up, brother?
How are you? So now you have to answer the question, who vacated the featherweight title that Jose Aldo Jr. and Frankie Edgar are fighting for?
Conor McGregor.
That is, let me go to the judges because Erock's a fat piece of shit was close. Yes! You win. Congratulations. You win the Hateful Eight vinyl.
The rare vinyl. It's a collector's item.
Yes.
There's only 1,000 made. And
that's right. Only 998 more calls to go for giveaways.
They gave us 2. That's pretty cool. Stay on the line. We'll get your info, all right?
I can't believe that many people want vinyl.
Buddy.
Goodbye.
Vinyl's hot.
Vinyl's hot because the new show came out.
Oh, the show, right.
I watched the first couple episodes, and then I kind of tapped out, and I kind of like the show, too. I got to get back into it.
Thanks for adjusting my stick. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, the mic's always...
I was
Another
watching...
awkward thing you've done for me.
I know. I'm like putting the mic in his face. Like, there you go.
I feel so uncomfortable. I'm like, dodging it.
Yeah, it's a weird way to... It raises, and then it drops till you raise it again. These things are so annoying.
We're getting new ones, though.
Again,
why are you all dressed up?
I just like being... Oh, sorry.
I came from an interview.
Okay.
Where I was on air.
So you have a reason
I have to dress in my CNN corporate outfit.
Yes, I see.
Parole? Was that a black comment?
No, it's
I
a
think
suit
that personally.
comment.
No, I'm joking.
It's more of a suit comment.
Do you watch Vinyl?
I haven't. I watched the first episode and it was very dark and I was like, ooh, I kind of like it. And then
I tapped out. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Our pal Dice is in it, and he was great.
Yeah,
in the first couple of episodes.
He's only in the first one.
First one.
See, I'm more like House of Cards or Billions.
Billions is good too.
I've never seen either, but I hear they're both very good.
Yeah, I like Billions. I like the whole big boy, playboy, moving building blocks, chips. I like that kind of stuff.
And the dominatrix.
I love it.
Putting cigarettes out on his chest. Right?
Oh, yeah.
High heels.
Oh, he loves it. He's the best character of them all.
Giamatti's amazing.
Going to sex clubs at 3 o'clock in the morning.
He's amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure those guys are real perverts, man. Those Wall Street guys are amazing. The hours they keep, like those guys will go to bed, like they'll be up all night. They go to bed, they get up 6 in the morning. Like they're really machines.
I always laugh. Like when we were hanging out back when I was playing in the league, guys were like, man, how can you go out and party and then wake up and play basketball? I'm like, dude, you're doing a bump and then you go into work and you're making guys would make $20,000-$30,000 in a day at work. I'm like,
but you don't have to run up and down a court with a hangover.
You sit in front of a computer screen all day, which is even more tedious. At least I'm active. At least I'm engaged.
I think if you have a hangover from a night of partying, the last thing you want to do is run up and down a basketball court.
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I'd rather do that, just sweat it out.
Yeah.
Sweat it out. Get it out.
But because at a desk job, I mean, not to downplay people's jobs, you could kind of sneak around a little bit.
Yeah, it's all Facebook.
I got to go to the bathroom, and then you stay in the stall an extra few minutes, and you could kind of get through a day.
See, I would fall asleep at the computer screen. I know me. Like I'm like,
yeah,
I'll pass out. If you don't pass out,
right, you can make believe you're so busy at your computer screen, but you're just kind of chilling. You can't do that on a basketball court.
I heard some guys are doing the IV. Have you heard of this? They're so hungover they use an IV in the morning to get nutrients in their back.
Wow, and it gets them back fast.
Oh yeah,
it's not a bad idea.
It's $200. I looked into it. Each one.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a great way to get yourself hydrated before the day starts.
Exactly.
But aren't they shady places that are doing this?
No, it's like a medical thing.
But knowing that you're going in because you're hungover, and
but you buy like a kit and you just set it up, hang it in your office.
I'm an idiot.
Oh, really?
I thought you were going to a place.
I did too.
So wait, you're allowed to inject yourself?
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust myself to do that.
No, can't you get an air bubble in there, or is that only from a needle that you're pushing something through?
Yeah. I think you can get an air bubble, but
you got to know what the fuck you're doing.
They're nuts. They don't give a shit.
Oh, okay. So you looked into possibly this.
I have.
So there are locations, or you buy the packet, you take it home, and you do it
in
the
home.
bathroom?
It's portable.
I wonder if that helps with being tired. I have such fucking horrible sleep apnea.
I think it does.
Really?
Yeah.
I would imagine it helps you out. Yeah. Hey, is your book on Audible yet?
Not yet.
I've been searching for your book here and there.
I've been trying to find some time to do it, man. I'm going to do it in my own voice. I'm not going to let somebody else do it.
Please get it on Audible.
Okay, I'm working on that. Because you're not a reader, huh?
I'm a reader. I don't have time, so I've been hammering out books through Audible.
Okay. Well, I'll talk directly to you when I do the Audible version.
Thank you.
I'm like, Opie, yeah, I remember that one time.
I went twice to look for your book though on Audible for real, and it's still not. So
well, it's coming out soon. I'm going to sit down next week and do it. How's this whole Kelly Ripa thing going?
I was wondering the same thing. Like, is that fucking tension between him returning and she knows that he's leaving?
Well, I know someone close to the situation. They did not get along. They didn't like each other. So that's how it came out. So, and I think she admitted on her return that this opened the door for better communication and whatnot, because they do have to hang on the show until I think the fall.
Oh my God!
I'm going to tell you right now, Opie, I want that job.
Of course,
was that your interview this morning?
I would love that job.
Was that your interview?
No, it wasn't my interview. It was just another thing I was doing for my book.
Oh, okay.
But that job in a heartbeat. Like, I've done stuff on Access Hollywood. Like, I love that kind of gossipy. Yeah. Like for me, it's like now you're analyzing people. Right?
You would be good at that.
I would love it.
So why don't you get your people to call their people?
Well, we're trying. We're trying to work this whole thing between ABC and ESPN. It's interesting the way they play, though.
Because I'm sure they'll do the whole thing where they bring in a new person every day for a while.
Yeah, they're going to bring in Anderson Cooper. She already kind of made it known she was walking out of her house with his book.
Oh, really?
In her hand. Yeah. Did you not hear about this whole thing?
No.
So I wonder, what kind of position that she's in right now, because this article came out that, some executives apologized to her. So I think she's in a very strong position about who her next co-host is going to be.
They fucked her over because they didn't tell her. They told her, I think, 30 minutes before the big press release was being sent out.
That's a little messed
what
up.
I read this morning.
And she no-showed on a show.
She had a day off.
No,
Wait a second. She didn't know. It's okay. I like that kind of shit anyway. It's okay. Talk to me however you want to talk to me. So that day,
that's the last thing Bill Hughes heard before Chris Kate was in trouble. Talk to me however you want to talk to me, and then it went black.
She called out that day, and apparently she had the next couple of days off, which made it even more awkward.
She canceled the trip to Turks and Caicos, and they snuck off to somewhere else.
I would call out too, though. I mean, she's been on the show for 15 years.
Look at her face. We're going to play this audio of her return, and she looks fucking pissed still.
She's so tiny.
Yeah.
She's a very nice lady, though.
I paid a lot of money to watch the two of them fuck. Yeah, I've met her.
The two of who?
Straight. Oh, what a great video.
You pay a lot of money for that?
To watch that? You bet I would.
Oh, yeah. That's like the Pacquiao Mayweather.
I met her once.
Andre the Giant and Pacquiao, more like it.
She was very lovely.
She
seems sweet.
She was really nice.
She was very nice to me and my family. She was admiring my kids once in a restaurant and doing a little back and forth with them. So she's very nice. But the fact is, those two didn't get along. That is the truth.
Yeah, he said she's a handful.
He said?
Yeah, he was like, I couldn't, it was hell working with her.
Yeah, what were some of the quotes?
He said that?
Are now coming out.
Who said that? That's all I heard. It was on the,
who said that?
TMZ.
Strahan. No, it was in an article. Damn it. If you Google it, it'll come up. But he said it was hard working with her. She's like a real handful. She's a lot.
He probably said that joking. Oh, she's a handful. But there's no laughter in a quote.
Look, when you're making $20 million a year, I mean.
Is that what she makes?
$20 million.
He said he was dreading.
You would take a little of that.
Yeah,
a little of that
take
action.
A small percentage.
I could get along with that. I could do a show with Ariel Castro in the morning for that kind of money.
Seriously.
Exactly. Do we have the audio of her return, E-Rock? Anything in there?
Yeah, she's...
And what's the TMZ article? Go to TMZ fast, because they just posted something on this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I heard she was fiery today. She made a couple of strong comments right off the bat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where, this one here?
Kelly Ripa is furious at Michael Strahan. You betrayed me.
It's from 6 days
Yeah, that's from 6 days
Let's
ago.
just see the video.
All right, all right. This is her return.
The show of support through this bizarre time has been really overwhelming.
Where's Michael? Don't they come out together?
He's off to the side.
Yeah, they gave her
They
time.
gave her center stage to
well, it was the way, like what happened on the show before, where Michael was like, well, she's off today. You know what I mean? And everyone was like, oh, she's not really off.
Right. Oh, we've had some of those days around here over the years.
I can only imagine.
A few of those. Awkward.
A little bit sensitive internally.
But after what they did to her, she basically said, look, you're going to give me my fucking couple minutes to speak my mind or we're done.
What else she say?
Let's see, yeah.
I needed a couple of days to gather my thoughts. After 26 years with this company, I earned the right. And let's be honest, I know half of you called in sick to be here, so we get each other.
I like that.
In that time, I gained some perspective. I always speak from the heart. I didn't want to come out here and just like say something I might regret, So what transpired, though, over the course of a few days has been extraordinary in the sense that it started a much greater conversation about communication and consideration.
Ew.
And most importantly, respect in the workplace.
She's fucking fuming.
You can see
She's
it.
fuming.
Wow. She can't fake a smile or a happy face whatsoever.
I like that she's kind of acknowledging that she's not happy.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what the world needs more.
Real moments.
Exactly. Like,
Real.
But has anybody told you that, like, am I saying his name wrong? Shia Bluff?
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
I thought you were him when I first walked
He
in.
got told that on fucking Christopher Street last night. Asked if he was patrolling.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I'm like, this guy's a lookalike. I thought he was him for a second.
Sorry to let you down.
Yeah.
You're not famous. But
He
thank
just
you.
looked famous. That's good. Anyway. I love it, man. I think TV, they need more of this because everybody wants to be so damn politically correct all the time. No, actually, tell me how you feel.
Well,
Yeah, I agree.
Donald Trump is opening that door for everybody.
Yeah, but he's just kind of idiotic with it, though. How about he killed John Kasich the other day about, do you want a president that eats his pancakes like that?
Yeah, I don't
really?
care.
I was like, damn, okay, now we're...
Well, what we said is as long as he lowers our taxes, we don't give a fuck how you eat.
Yeah, hearing that.
Right?
Hearing that.
Fuck. Let's go back to Kelly Ripa.
Since we're being honest, I don't consider this just a workplace. This is my second home. This is a place that I've devoted myself to, not just because of you, our loyal viewers, but because of all of the producers and the crew who work on this show. We have an incredible team. We are incredibly devoted to one another. We are family. Apologies have been made, and the best thing to come out of all of this, you guys, is that our parent company has assured me that live is a priority.
Yeah, is this big of a deal? I don't get it.
Wow.
TV show.
How awkward is that for Strahan to sit there and listen to this shit? Good for her.
Guys, calm down. They didn't say anything about Christmas bonuses. Just calm. But there is a commitment to the show and that the people that work here, and most importantly, to you, the viewers who have watched us every day for 30 years.
Apologies.
I am thrilled for Michael. I am thrilled for you. This is a tremendous opportunity.
That's a lie.
I couldn't be, and we couldn't be prouder of you and everything we accomplished together.
You can't see the Strahan doing the jerk-off motion?
Yeah, like with the dick in the mouth.
The tongue in the cheek, yeah.
Pause. Going back to this isn't a real moment. She's not. She wants him to fail miserably. You saw how she said that. She wanted to say,
it started off
fuck
real.
you, Michael Strahan.
It started off real, and then I kind of, she lost me.
I didn't believe that she meant what she said there. She's trying to like put it to bed so they can move forward. But yeah, yes, Eric.
The reason why she's stressing that, she said the company said that live is a priority, because when he made the announcement and she walked off, there was a rumor that Good Morning America would absorb the hour and extend the show just like the Today Show does.
It'd be the third hour.
Right, so live would go away if he left.
Which is going to happen.
I don't know.
They're just trying to keep everyone happy. I bet you that's the plan. That's the way to go with these things. You add a third hour to your big morning show.
Apologies have been made. Like, she's fucking furious.
She sounds like the Godfather right now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if Michael should hang himself in his jail cell, he should hang himself in his green room at GMA.
Hey, more props to her. She's a boss. You make $20 million a year. You have a show. You've been on the show for 15 years. I respect that.
And they didn't tell her.
They didn't tell
he
her.
was moving on. Like, I don't know. Maybe they figured she'd freak out. She must be. Maybe she's a little difficult.
They were probably scared to tell her.
Look at those arms. She's difficult.
Like, I'm trying to think if I were in that situation and I had that job and somebody didn't tell me, but if they were to tell me, like, I'm automatically on the phone with my agent. I'm like, yo, how would we handle this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, who's my next co-host? Like, what do we have to do?
Yeah.
And that's when stuff leaks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause your agent starts making calls and starts speaking in confident. Oh, hey, this is confidential, but it's never really confidential.
And it makes her look shitty. Like, oh, I don't want to work with her. That's a lot. So she probably feels hurt about that. Also, she doesn't seem like a person who gets told no a lot. You know, like, you work. It's like an honor to work with Kelly, but this guy wants out.
She's been there longer too, so
yeah, exactly. And he's going to pass her, I think.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fame wise, I don't know why I did a Nazi salute, but he's going to pass her.
Well, she didn't come out and give the company a line here. She didn't just go like, completely. Oh, we're so happy. Like, you could tell she's annoyed. I like that she's at least being honest.
She's hot.
She can't come out and say everything like that.
Hot under the
sucker.
collar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is pissed. pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's wearing red for a reason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fiery.
Continue.
Ooh. She's also spotting.
Back to the show. This is entertainment. It's supposed to be entertaining. So let's get back to what we do best and start the show. Oh, wait. Incidentally, I just want to say one thing.
Oh, boy.
My dad, who was a bus driver for 30 years, thinks we're all crazy. And I think he's right. I think he's right.
Come on, let's see. Now I want to see how they interact.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you.
He's just saying, I can't wait to get the fuck out of here.
I would like
something.
I'm so happy you're back.
Oh, thank you.
And one thing I know about you is you love this show, you love the fans, you love the staff. I love you, and I'm so happy you're here because you brought me here with Gelman, and this show it's been transforming for me. And I know this show lives on because you are the queen of morning television.
Oh my God!
And it will continue.
You got to kiss the ring. You see?
And I'm right down the street.
How dare you? How dare you?
You need me, I'm coming back to help out. So that's it. And this is entertainment. So with that being said, let's go on with the show, everybody.
She wants to go. I don't need you.
But wow, what a pro. He just lied through his asshole.
He has grinding her teeth, as he's saying.
He's a guy who made his living. Mike, he's a much more amazing person than she is because he made a living fucking sacking people. Like a brutal job he had for years, and now he's politely smiling at this elf. When he wants to probably throw her through a window for fucking being cunty about his big move.
Yeah.
It's funny, this has nothing to do about the show, but it's amazing to me, like when I was a professional athlete and you're around some of these guys and you're like, all right, some of these guys are kind of divas. But then you start getting around TV personalities, I'm like, wow, these athletes aren't divas at all.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, I'm going to wear my fancy shoes, or let me walk to the set in my flats and then I put on it's unbelievable the way some people are treated.
Yeah. I don't think this is going to work out. I think, fast forward a couple weeks, they're going to figure out how to get him off set.
He's a smart guy.
And save the show because this you could see it's not going to work.
No, he lied through his gap.
She's fucking livid.
Give it a week.
Look at her body language. I mean, everything about it kind of sees her like pulling away, not leaning in.
And he was extra lispy today.
Yeah.
And by the way, though, Stray, one of the all-time best dudes ever, man. Have you ever got a chance to kick it with him?
Yeah, we know him.
He's great.
One time.
Just one time?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Did you not invite?
No, he's a good guy.
That was questionable.
Nah,
you didn't really make me believe that.
I saw him on the street, and I'm like, "Hey, Strahan," and I invited him back on the show. He's like, "Yeah, And so it's just that Hollywood bullshit. He's nice though. He is a good guy. I know his friend really well, Dr. Ian Smith.
Okay,
we're buds. So
see, we love when the stuff falls apart though. Like it is interesting to watch.
Of course.
Now you're at ESPN. Kurt Schilling. What do you think?
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean that's a big one.
Kurt's always said crazy shit though.
Yeah,
I mean but hey, look, that's the thing. You work for Disney. They give you a certain amount of passes, and it's different. It's not here. It's not other places. It's you work for the mouse. You work for Mickey, and eventually, I mean, he kind of did it to himself. I hate to say it, but it's like you have to think about what you put out on social media, just like the same way you have to be guarded as to what you say sometimes.
I think. Yeah, I don't think people should be fired for saying, speaking their mind, just like you were saying earlier, how it's refreshing when people speak their minds, but you also got to understand the atmosphere we live in these days where they will take your job over that shit. So
I didn't think he said anything terrible, though.
No, but you understand that they're doing this all the time now. I don't think it's right, but you also got to be aware that at any second you say or tweet something bad, they're going to go for you.
His son defended him on Facebook, and I don't know if his son is gay, but he said something about the community where he alluded to it. People were speculating if he was or not, but he's like, my dad's not a homophobe. He just says dumb shit sometimes. And I think Kurt Schilling saying that is... He's expressing the thought that a lot of people have, and it's like right or wrong. It's like this is a guy saying it, and then you kind of work it out. That's what honest conversation is. It's not like he's saying fuck gay people. If he's saying like this is what this is, it's crazy, and people can go look. This is not what it is. Maybe he's a little old school. Yeah. That's how you have a real talk.
It is old school, and here's the thing though: there's a sensitivity issue out there with all these different issues, like the whole transgender thing and what's happening in North Carolina. Like, that's where the NBA shouldn't have their all-star game down there. They should boycott that. Or if you look like a woman, then use the women's bathroom. If you look like a man, use the men's bathroom. These are issues though that you make a statement on it, people blow it up.
Right.
Because everybody is it's a hot topic right now.
Well, Kurt Schilling didn't help his cause when he tweeted the picture, too.
I know.
That picture made it a little rough.
God.
What was the pic? I didn't see the pic.
Oh, he went all in.
Throw up the picture?
Yeah, he went all in, Mark.
He really did.
I feel bad for the people in
He
North
was swimming hard.
But I feel
he was swimming hard.
I feel
Right
bad
away.
for the people in North Carolina because they're against what's going on down there as well. But all this entertainment is being taken away from them. That's not fair either.
But that also it puts pressure on the governor to
Yeah, but fuck, man.
Is that the picture?
That's the picture. It's rough. We'll tweet it out again.
Bill Maher says a great line about it. He's like, if you look like a man, use the men's room. If you look like a woman, use the women's room. If you're a bearded man and you're in a skirt, wait until you get home to use the bathroom. He was kind of like joking about it.
There you go.
But who decides if they look like a woman?
It's such a crazy issue. You know, no one
who
decides? It's hard to figure it out. Yeah,
because some of them they can do whatever they want, but some are a little rough looking still. They don't have that completely figured out yet.
Mm-hmm.
Just get a third one. It's like just do it.
Just get a third
fucking
one.
do it, and that's it.
Just get a bucket.
Yeah. Or even a locker room. Like, just get another. I know it's a pain in the ass, but just
most places have the room to just get a third bathroom.
Yeah.
But a miscellaneous bath, I mean, that's a lot of, you got to do locker rooms.
But they can't sue everyone either for not doing it immediately either. It's like you can't just go on a lawsuit bender, because that's why people get annoyed. Like, you're costing businesses a lot of money.
Yeah. Did he write this graphic too? Let him in to the restaurant with your daughter, or else you're a narrow-minded, judgmental, unloving, racist bigot who needs to die. Now, did he just take that whole thing and add it to his tweet, or did he make that?
I think he took it and added it.
I don't know if he's making an anti-transgender comment or an anti-legislation comment. Like, I don't think that just because you don't understand trans issues, or because you're not 100% on board, that you're a fucking transphobe or you hate. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
There are people who hate trans people and they're fucking bigots, but I don't think just because you're not 100% sure that you're a bigot.
Yeah, I mean, we need a little more education on the whole thing. This is brand spanking new.
Yeah, a lot of semantics.
Right? What was I going to ask Jay Williams? Oh, Steph Curry. That news came out yesterday.
What was that?
About the sprained MCL?
The fucking floor was wet, and Steph Curry, you know, the star
He
of the
just
league.
complained about it, too.
He did?
Yeah, like, a couple possessions before.
And his foot kept sliding, and he tore his sprained.
Sprain, yeah, it was a hardcore sprain. But they don't need him anyway to beat Houston.
They can need him.
They're up 3-1. They're going to need him in the next round against the Clippers.
They can need him against the Clippers.
Against the Clippers for sure.
But a lot of people were relieved that it wasn't a torn ACL or whatever.
Dude, that dude is a modern day Pistol Pete. I've never seen anything like it before. Like some of the shots he takes.
Yeah.
It's like he's like a kid. You know what I mean? He's a kid playing in the NBA, taking crazy kid-like shots. Like when I watch rec league games, I see these kids taking shots from half court. I'm like, you are not Stephen Curry. Stop it.
Yeah.
Like, but I can shoot like him if I try.
Right.
It's just different.
That's it.
Yeah.
It makes the game way more exciting.
Yes.
Because you never had to defend the guy that far out.
Let's be honest. I mean, if Stephen Curry and Golden State weren't in the NBA this year, and I'm an NBA analyst, like I wouldn't watch it.
Really?
I wouldn't watch it. I mean, what other great storylines were there in the NBA this year? LeBron's trying to do the same thing, other than him tweeting and being mad at the world.
Yeah, what's his problem, you think?
I think sometimes LeBron has a difficult time. He wants attention. I think he's a byproduct of the millennials right now. Where I get frustrated. Let me tweet out something. Let me tweet out, a private code or something. I think he's bored. He's bored. And what do you see? Here's the one thing I do recognize about SportsCenter every single day. We're talking about Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
Every day we're talking about Golden State, the record. We're talking about them winning a championship. Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year, them winning back-to-back championships, comparing them to Jordan. I mean, if you're LeBron, you're at home. He watches SportsCenter all the time. It gets to a point where it's like, hey, nobody's talking about us. And the funny thing is, watch the Cavs end up winning the whole thing this year.
Really?
Well, if Steph isn't completely healthy, okay, they could lose to the Clippers or they can lose to San Antonio, and that would be a way better matchup. The Clippers or San Antonio, a way better matchup for Cleveland,
right,
than playing against Golden State,
right. And does LeBron James leave if he doesn't get this championship?
No, I think he stays.
He wants to stay.
I think he's going to stay. I think he's there for the rest of his career. I don't see him moving.
For the rest of his career.
Yeah.
How many more years do you think he has?
I think it's a good 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
He has a lot more time left.
Yeah. You still play it all?
Yeah, I played in a rec league the other day. Had 40. It felt great.
Like I walk by Washington, West 4th.
Basketball courts on West 4th?
West 4th and 6th Avenue, and there's always guys playing, like, pickup games there or whatever. Do you ever just stop, like, do you ever just play with guys outside and they don't know who
I
you
don't.
are?
I play more in the Jewish leagues.
Do you really?
I like to feel confident in myself. I like to walk away remembering what I was before. Instead of getting beat up. You know what I mean?
You're
like,
a
Jay,
buddy.
man, you look great today. You have 45. Like, the ball just happened to be going in today, guys. The tallest guy in the court, apparently.
Yeah.
So you don't play those other.
No, I play everywhere, and you know what? I'm a racehorse that somebody's going to need to put my ass down eventually.
You just love it.
I can't help it. There's I'm a dog that needs to chase a bone. Like, you will never see me at the gym on the elliptical. Like I feel like an idiot. Like, I just move my hands going up and down. Like, I need to chase after a bone or do something to be engaged. You know what I mean?
Do they always know who you are?
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
It's got to be nice when they don't, though.
Oh, well, yeah.
Are there other ex-players?
During the summertime, I play with like Jamal Crawford and Austin Rivers and some guys. It's cool. Games get pretty heated and intense.
Really?
And that's when I quickly realized, I'm not who I was. I should just probably pass the ball and be a screener.
Wow, no kidding.
Dude, if you step on the court with some of those dudes, you forget how tall. Like Jamal Crawford's 6'6". He's 6'6" with a 7'1" wingspan, and he's faster than I am.
How tall are you?
Like, I'm 6'2".
Okay.
By the way, so I look like the way you look around these guys is how I look on the basketball court next to people. And people are like, oh, I thought you were a lot smaller. I'm like, no, I'm just surrounded by aliens.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Durant is an alien.
How tall is he?
He's 6'11".
Wow.
He's 6'11" doing all that stuff. The Dirk is 7 feet.
Who's the 7'3" guy?
Who?
That plays for, who does he play for? The Serbian, I think.
For Minnesota?
He's the tallest player in the league, 7'3". Oh, shit. What team does he play for?
Yeah, I went to a game recently and I sat in the front row and it's like watching avatars. They're so huge.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Massive. Well, people are like, hey, how are you going to stop LeBron? I'm like, you're not. That dude is 6'9", 265. You ever seen him up close? That's a tank.
He's a
running
train.
through you. Ain't nobody stopping that.
You see his son's playing?
His son's a hooper, huh?
Have you seen the YouTube videos of his son? They're saying that his 5th grade son could be better than he was when he was in 5th grade. Yeah,
Really?
This guy.
George Muresan?
I think that.
How do you say it? Oh, did you just say his name?
No,
Stop with the H. Why the two H's?
no.
Get those
You're
H's.
talking about Yao Ming?
Serbian.
No, it's a new guy, 7'3".
Wait,
Well, Yao Ming was, in my year, he was 7'6". I've never seen anything
Hold on,
like it
who's
before.
7'7"?
Yeah,
There's no
Manute
ins-
Bol.
What?
Wow.
Isn't 7'7", was he?
Muresan was.
And Manute Bol was way up there, too. He was 7'7". Yeah.
Hey,
Sean Bradley, who was a Boston
do me a
league at
favor, right?
7'6".
Type in my name, Jay Williams, and Yao Ming. Wait until you guys see this picture. This is when I realized that I am a certified midget.
How are
In the
you
league.
7'6" in a bus?
Look, click on that picture on the left. Right there, that one. That's me doing an interview
Wow.
with him. Look how
Get the
tall.
fuck
My
outta
head,
here.
yes, and that's not superimposed. My head is the size of his kneecap.
Tweet that out.
Holy
Yeah, well, there's
shit.
also...
You're 6'2".
6'2". I look like a little baby, like he can carry me around.
How tall is he?
He's 7'6".
Yeah, but he was big. He was wide, too.
Massive.
He was
Look at his
a massive
feet.
human being.
His feet are the size of my arms.
Yeah, but your dick's still bigger.
Wow, we'll tweet that out.
It's unbelievable.
Damn, that's
Is
crazy.
he still play or no?
Yeah, I'll still play. I don't think he plays
No,
anymore.
no.
I think he retired.
Was
yeah.
he good?
He's got put into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, he was? Okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
he got
very
inducted.
good. He was very good. Yeah, Sean Bradley was a bust. He was 7'6".
How are you 7'6" in a bus? Just stand there.
Here's my thing,
wasn't
though.
that
See,
good.
Opie, this is where I disagree with you. I don't know if I use the word bust.
Yeah.
Because, and I get that we're all fans, but he's doing something that less than 0.01% of the world has
But I
been
think
able
they
to do.
wanted more out of him, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right?
In that world,
If
he
you-
might be a bust.
If you're a bust,
I think they were
I'll be a
hoping
bust if
for
I can
more.
walk away with $65 million.
Yeah, I don't mean like, you know.
No, I
you
hear
know what
you.
I'm saying, though.
I just get sensitive on that subject.
I
that's all.
apologize. Because Sean,
You don't have to apologize.
I remember when Sean Bradley came into the league, they were really expecting some huge things out of him. And,
Hashim Thabit? Is that who you're talking about? 7'3"?
no, fuck.
He didn't live up to expectations.
Yeah.
Some
There you
guys
go.
just don't.
No,
That's
I'm
better.
with you on that. I get it.
If you're 7'6", how do you not just fucking chief from Cuckoo's Nest?
Yeah, right.
Just stand there and put it in.
I know. And what
That's
if
all
you're
they
that
do.
tall and you don't like basketball? That just sucks. You just get bugged all day.
Hey, I'll never forget the story. We were doing, it was like the All-Star game, and I was in the rookie sophomore game, and everybody was taking a shower in the back. and I was talking to Tyson Chandler. We were like joking around, and next thing I know, I see this bar of soap that comes beneath my feet, and I'm like, what the hell? And I turn around, and it's Shaq, and he's standing there at the shower, and he has the towel, and he opens the towel, and he starts swinging it left and right. And I just remember looking at it was one of those looks where you look, and then you turn away, and then you look again, and you're like shocked. You're like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Wow.
What is that?
Shaq has a giant penis?
And his wife is like 5'4". Oh. I'm like, how does that work?
Yeah. He has a giant penis?
Oh, it's massive. It was like a baby. It's like the size of your arm.
I would hope so. That's encouraging.
Yeah,
that's encouraging.
I was hoping Shaq had 6.
6?
Yeah, just a 6-inch penis.
Can you imagine? It's such a letdown.
Yeah.
Hey, you ready for this, baby? Ooh.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the short guys impress me way more. The 5'2s, the 5'3s that come around every once in a while.
The Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah, remember him.
Isaiah Thomas for Boston.
How tall is Isaiah? Oh, how tall is he?
5'9".
5'9".
Wow.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas, did he play for Detroit?
No, he came from West Coast.
This is the other Isaiah Thomas.
You're talking about Zeke.
Yeah.
You're talking about Zeke, like the old Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Thomas.
Okay. Yeah. But there's a new Isaiah Thomas, and he's not related to the original.
Okay.
You know, he's really good, though.
Look at these pictures. You can't see it because of the radio, but we'll tweet it out.
He literally, his calves, he's a gigantic calved man.
Yeah.
He comes up to Yao's waist.
Look at that. Wow.
Who's number 11 on the Warriors in that shot? It's a bunch of years ago.
What's his name? Earl Boykins. Good call. Earl Boykins.
Boykin.
He's just reading the name.
Yes. Look at that leg.
New Bowl and Spud Webb.
Spud Webb.
Who was 5'7". Anyway.
How do you guard a guy like that?
You don't.
You blow him. That's the only way. Distract him.
Yeah. You know who was the best at guarding guys like that? Dennis Rodman used to always, I used to hear all these crazy stories from Oakley throughout the summertime where Dennis Rodman would say things to people to try to mess you up. So he'd be like on the inside, like on the rebounding, like a free throw line.
Yeah.
And he would lean over and say, hey, I can't wait to box you out and put my butt all in your crotch. Jesus. You imagine somebody trying to start a fight with you like that? Or if he was trying to get the rebound, he's like, I can't wait just to feel how soft your butt is.
Right.
Like when you try to box me out. That's the kind of stuff you fight over.
Yeah, especially with the tattoos.
Yeah,
the
you feel somebody humping you from behind while trying to get a rebound.
Right.
You don't seem bothered by this at all. It's
Not
like
at
you
all.
actually
Why
kinda
would
like
I be?
it.
I mean, look, if you're going for the ball once, you got to take a dick in the ass. What's more important?
Priority.
Win.
Right. Win at any cost.
Win at any cost.
That's such a smart thing to do. Like,
Psychological warfare,
yeah.
man.
But would guys really be bothered? I guess because when they would feel it, like when they'd feel him behind him, he had just
I
said
know where
that.
you're going with feel it.
But meaning just his body, that it probably freaks you out and throws you off your game a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you guys have some of the smelly guys like in football?
The guys that just didn't take showers?
Legendary, where they just make sure their breath is really bad and they haven't showered and they just really stink.
No, we did have a couple guys that just didn't take showers after games, though. Yeah.
Like gamey.
Yeah, like Kendall Gill always like wipe his body down with lotion. You're like, whoa, bro, like why are you doing that in the middle of the locker room? Like take a shower first.
Because he has a small penis, that's why.
I don't know, man. Kendall Gill was ripped, dude.
I'm guessing. I mean, I would assume you're not showering because you got the small piece.
I don't know, just go in the corner, wear a cup.
Right.
Yeah,
I guess so.
What about more of that psychological warfare? What was some of the other things that the guys would do?
What else? I gotta think about this. Let me wrap my head around it.
Was there anyone you were afraid of physically? Like, you know,
Shaq.
But I mean, of fighting. Like, you know, some of those guys had, like, you know, Lambeer had a reputation for very, very short fuse. Were any of those guys who you were like intimidated by? Like, if I hit this guy or if I foul this guy, I'm gonna get punched in the face.
Meta World Peace.
Yes, I knew you were going to say that.
Meta World Peace, or as we call him back in the day, like I know he's from Queensbridge, Ron. Ron is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like Ron would like grab your ass. He would do different things. Like, imagine that you just run on the course, somebody just grabs your ass. You're like, what are you? You're not on my team, man. You know what I mean? Like, he just does random stuff, man. And he's not playing with the full deck, and he knows that too. That's the crazy part. Like, who else goes in the stands in Detroit and tries to fight a fan?
That was
remember
amazing.
The whole thing that happened?
Of course, I remember.
It was unbelievable. It's the best reality TV you can ever ask for.
Yeah, that fight was amazing.
I don't remember. I remember we had him in. Remember what great he was? We didn't think
How
he was.
was he?
He was awesome.
Yeah?
We loved him. Yeah. We thought he was going to be a dick, but he was phenomenal.
He was great. He was
the nicest
He was
dude.
on the phone.
I thought he was in person. Am I wrong? Maybe he didn't come in one time or so. Travis, you know?
I know we talked to him on the phone.
Oh, you might be right.
Maybe he came in another time when I wasn't around.
No,
I never met him, but we definitely talked to him on the phone. He was awesome. He was a great interview.
He's a funny ass dude, man.
Yeah. He's all right. They're saying you got to go. We just started.
I had no idea. I have no idea what they want me to do anymore.
Well, it's 10:30. We all have to go.
All right. You have to. You have to come back for a longer visit there,
dude.
Jay Williams.
I'll start coming back in weekly if you guys want. I live right down the street.
Or, every once in a while.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Don't fucking overdo it, Jay. Don't overdo it. Let's not get carried away here.
It'd be a pleasure to have you, sir. I like Jay Williams. And, all right, we're promoting the book a little bit?
I don't know. We don't have to promote the book anymore.
Get the fucking Audible done.
I'm trying, bro.
There's a lot of people like me that you could get some books done in the gym or on the subway.
It took me 3 damn years to write it. It's going to take me another year to talk it out.
I just assumed the book company would. It's part of the deal.
No, I got to go in like a studio and I got to get in character and get emotional and be happy. It's a lot.
You could get a celebrity to read it,
Yeah, Shia would love to read it.
Oh, there you go.
You can step in for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the book is getting, a lot of people are talking about it. Life is Not an Accident, a memoir of reinvention. New book out now. A guy that could have pretty much gave up on his life and did not and became extremely, successful.
And now I'm working with you guys.
Well,
look how far I've came.
I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. And he's on ESPN and everything else. Where are you going now?
I have no idea. I thought I was just coming here to hang out with you guys.
No, they're telling us you got to go, so I believe them. All right, Jay Williams.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
See you soon, boys.
Yes. See you, buddy.
We might as well leave, too. Mark Norman, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
May 13th and 14th, Zanies in Nashville, and then you're saying you need the help for Vancouver.
Yeah, let's go out to Vancouver Comedy Mix and let's go patrolling.
I don't know.
Thanks, man.
I don't know what kind of fan base we have in Vancouver. We'll find out. May 26th through the 28th, Comedy Mix in Vancouver. Thanks, Jay.
Thanks,
and Jimmy's off this weekend, but hitting the road next weekend.
Yes, the tour only has a few dates left, but I am adding a second leg to it. Probably will know within 3 or 4 days where that's going to be. The 5th will be in Rams Head Inn in Baltimore, Maryland. Friday the 6th, Bethlehem, PA, the Sands Hotel. Thursday the 26th, LA, the Novo. And then the 27th is Vegas, Mirage Hotel. And then Saturday, the June 11th, West Hampton Beach, the Performing Arts Center there.
All right.
So I'm really looking forward to getting out to the Hamptons finally. It's nice to have a reason to go out there.
That'd be fun. All right. Well, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Guys.